Stream is starting. The Captain Coder at the helm. Bean water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Captain Coder here on this beautiful, man, my hair's on this beautiful hair day. Look at this hair. Look at this hair. It's all puffy. We got Captain Scarecrow's, not Captain Scarecrow, Captain Scarecrow's, Captain Scarecrow's. I would like to welcome you. We got Captain Scarecrow's. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for following. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you on this beautiful day. Andreas, just look at this beautiful hair. Andreas, look at this beautiful hair. Yeah, I need a haircut, man. Need a haircut out. It's too bad I don't have time to go get one before I go on my trip. I'm going on a trip on Wednesday, folks. Happy Monday. We made it. We made it another day. We're still here. We're still alive. We're still cooking. We're still booking. We're still doing the thing with the stuff, with the diddly do. Code like a captain shirt. That's right, Corfless. My Irish Journ shirt. Join the crew, Irish Journ's Captain crew, folks. Code like a captain. I have some super exciting news. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day out there. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this. Yeah, diddly diddly do, diddly diddle do, diddly diddle 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 do. That's right, two nerdy nerds. That's right. We might have to turn into a sound effect. We might have to sound effect that out. Patrick, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you here on this beautiful day. That's right. He's running over juiced. We got all that dopamine. It's all that big brain juice from JD. It's all that big brain. Oh yeah. Darth Blackman, welcome back to the stream. Great to have you here. Patrick, glad you're here on this beautiful day. Infinitani, thank you for the dopamine. Thank you for the dopamine. I appreciate it. Infinitani, hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope your portals are coming along nicely. Code Monk, always a pleasure. Thank you for the dopamine. Oryx, how are your exams? Are you still working on your exams? Royal Seed-Up Gaming is here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Royal Seed-Up, it's so wonderful to have you here. We got to get the switches on this stream, don't we? We need to get that sound effect. I should take that clip. I need to take that clip and do it. Do we have it? Hang on. Let's go deeper. Maybe we need to add that in here, folks. If you're not familiar with the switches, I like having it on. Irish Johns, thank you for the hat. Let's get a hat added to this stack or started. We're gonna hide this beautiful hair. Oh yeah, APOC, thank you for the hat. Let's get a hat on there. What is it? It'd be under content, video producer. So it'd be one of our clips. How do I get to clips? Here it is, clips. Guys, I'll redeem all the hats. Gotta get all those hats going. Diddly. Corfless, thank you for it. We did that. Might be a fun day of just adding stupid things to the to adding stupid commands. That we might have to do that today. Cause this is the one that I think let's go for the by. Can I filter by who made them? Created by John. It was Irish John Games. Let's see if it doesn't do it that way, but we can find, we have arrow functions. Irish John was the other one. Clipped by, can I sort by clipped by? I can do a search, so Irish John. Yeah, why can I type things? John Games. There it is, here it is. Maybe we can turn this into, all right, folks. That's probably crazy loud, sorry. All right. Expressions, that's right, Irish John Games. Switch expressions. Oh, give me those switches. Is that what you wanted, Black sound, everybody? I'm so sorry. Points at all. I'm so sorry. Let's give everyone 50 points for having to hear that.
John's Discord.
I apologize.
On Irish John's Discord, that's a sound effect. Let's see if we can go find Irish John's Discord here. Jern's Discord. Join. Well, I don't have any channels here. What happened to all the channels? Why are the voice channels not showing? What? This is weird. Here, let's go find a voice channel. Gaming. I do have gaming. Okay. Here we go. In the voice channel, we have the soundboard.
Switch expressions. Oh, give me those switches.
Over on Jern's Discord, you can just play that sound. Yeah, it's also this one.
Oh.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's Irish John. If you guys want to go have a good time, change the channel, adding sound effects. That's right, real soon. Then we might have to do that. There's also that. What have I heard?
Arrow functions. Ooh, I love lambdas.
Look, Dramel, see, I'm glad I'm not alone. That's what we need with the. This is how I feel about switch expressions.
Oh.
Okay, folks. I can't have that on my own stream because then people would just be spamming all the time. If you want to go spam it, go over to Irish John's stream, Irish John's chat. You can do it over there. That's right. I didn't like switches until I found out about a switch that returns a value. Looks so much nicer than normal switch. Dark Blackman, I agree. Oh yeah, we might have to turn this into a little bit of a kind of. We're talking about math C case. I think that might be what it's called in OCaml. OCaml and Scala they're called matches. In C#, oh, does GDScript have a match like that? We're talking about matches in C#. They're called switch expressions. Just learned about those kinds of switches recently. Very cool. Tom Fuller, I'm glad to hear it. Python uses match case. Oh, I didn't know Python had GDScript has them. Ooh, I'm a big fan of that. We might have to learn about that today. We might have to do that today. We got some good one. This is my most recent one. Hang on. For those of you who I've been streaming off schedule a lot, so we got some crazy, like super late. There's some crazy that you guys missed this one.
It's late over here, man. It's tired. The only thing I got. This is the only thing keeping me going right now. Gotta keep that big brain juice. JD, you're keeping me going, my friend. You're keeping me going, JD. It's all about you. Yeah.
What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with me? What am I? Woof. It's quite the. How am I this way? Who made me this way? How did this happen? I don't know. But welcome into the stream, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's so wonderful to see all you amazing people. We got so many incredible people here. A2 Dre, thank you for popping in. Muniz, Dramelks, all the best. What has happened to Channel Pass that I missed? So much has happened. Royal C-Dub Gaming, we're out here. We're promoting Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. I need to update this video. First things first, we got to update this video because this video is super outdated here. So we're talking about Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. We're gonna take a script, we're gonna write it, we're gonna re-record this video. So people, not re-record this video, record a new video with all the same stuff because we're learning about Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam today. We are out here promoting Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam, but I'll let this guy tell you about it, and then we're going to go ahead and update all the information, because this guy's out of date. And welcome to Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and me is a computer science educator, and Captain Coder wants you to learn something new about game dev, whether it's your first time programming, whether it's the first time doing pixel art, whether it's the first time making music, whether it's the first time working on a team. I want you to learn something new, because in this community we learn and code and grow together as a crew. In this game jam, the goal isn't to make the best game possible. The goal is to learn as much as possible, and I believe you can do it. And when you submit a game to this game jam, you are encouraged to also submit a devlog, blog, or vlog describing the resources you used, what you learned, and how others can utilize it. That said, just by submitting a devlog, vlog, or blog, you are entered to win $50. We're going to be doing 5 drawings here. 5 unique people will win $50 just by learning something new and sharing it with the community. Additionally, myself and 2 other guest judges will be reviewing all of the devlog, vlogs, or blogs to see which one we think is the most educational and won
beautiful person is going to win $250, and it could be you just for learning something. So join the Discord, check us out on Twitch, and we hope you have a wonderful time with this game jam. We'll see you there. Folks, so join Captain Carter's on your game jam. I need to update this video. There's actually $950 in prizes. We have an incredible sponsor. I haven't announced it yet. I'm waiting for them to let me know how I can announce it. But we're going to have $950 in prizes. There's going to be 5 $50 giveaways, so that's $250. We've got 950 Royal C-Dub. That's right. We got 2 $250 prizes. And then there's going to be 3. There's going to be 3 $100 runner-up prizes. So there's going to be a top prize, most educational writing, most educational video podcast, and then the 3 runner-ups. They can be either written or video or podcast. The 3 runner-ups will each win $100. And then you should totally do this. Royal C-Dub, you can't lose. You can't lose when you learn something. You always win. You always win no matter what if you learn something. So you should do it. You should totally do it. You should join in. And perhaps you could, so in the spirit of learning new things, I'm out here learning Godot. I'm Godoting it up, folks. Also, don't forget to join Corfless. I'm glad you're here. I don't know if I said good morning, Corfless. I probably did. There should be a $5 participation. I would go broke. I'd go broke. Too many people would join for those $5. Shout out. Gotta give a shout out over here to Andreas Sastev, folks. If you don't want to go watch someone making their own game engine in C#, go check out Andreas Sastev. Andreas has some of the best emotes as well. Look at these duckies. Look, the coffee ducky. You know you need it. It's the dopamine duck. Look at that dopamine duck. Look at it. You know you want it. You know you need it. You know you can't live without it. Go give Andreas Sastev some love, folks. Incredible streamer, incredible engineer, incredible human. We love Andreas Sastev. Andreas, I hope you've been well, my friend. Tom Foolery, welcome back to the stream. Blackman, thank you for the thank you for the switches. APOC, great to have everyone here. Okay, all right. So what were we doing right when my computer crashed yesterday? If you guys weren't here yesterday, we've been streaming a lot off schedule. Yesterday afternoon we were streaming Godot, and my power went out. So it's been getting hot. It's been getting hot out here, getting up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. For all of those who don't speak English units, 115 Fahrenheit to C. It got up to a 46 degrees Celsius, 115 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday. And sometimes when it gets really, really hot, everyone's running their air conditioners all at the same time. The power goes out for the whole block all at the same time. And so we lost power, we lost internet. And so I had to end the stream early. My whole computer had to reboot. So I don't think we lost much progress, but we got 46C. That's right. It's a little spicy out here. And so it's one of the reasons I'm such a morning person. But I didn't have a jam on the 13th until the 19th. No worries, Dark Blessman. There's no pressure to join, but you better be there. There's no pressure, but if you don't join, I will hunt you down, and I will tell you just how much I love you. It's okay, Dark Blackman. It is a 2-week jam, so you have 2 weeks to get your work in. That's right, nerds. I'm gonna get you. I'll get you. I'm in an Australian desert, and that is hot for me. It gets spicy here. Folks. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so in the summers, I think we get a little bit of rolling blackouts sometimes. And so I usually stream, this isn't why I stream, this is why I'm a morning person. It's just so warm, So I wake up early, I get all my stuff done before it's hot, and then I go hibernate during the hot times. It's when it's too spicy for the captain's asleep, and then I enjoy the evenings.
Captain Carter.
India's break records to it touch 52 degrees Celsius where I live. Yikes. Holy cannoli. That's a lot. That's a spice. It was 90 F yesterday for me. Wanted to mow the grass, but didn't. Yeah, is that 52 degrees Celsius is hot. 52.6 C to F Royal C-Dub. That's too spicy. That's too spicy for anyone, for everyone. Look how spicy that is in American units. That's spicy in American units. That's death. Yeah, don't be outside. That's egg cooking temperatures. You could go cook an egg outside with that. Should cook a cookie. Okay, so what do we have so far? This actually isn't going to run, I think, at all. Because yeah, our scripts, we didn't finish writing our scripts. All right, so we're learning ourselves some Godot. We wanted to rewrite this kill player on touch script. I decided this is not what I wanted to have happen. Instead, I want to add in an area 2D that we can collide with. We're learning about Godot today, Royal C-Dub. Promote and Captain Coders learn you a game jam. So this is what we're doing. We're learning a little bit about Godot. Out here promoting Captain Coders learn you a game jam while we're doing it. Enjoy your lurk, Royal C-Dub Gaming. Have a beautiful day. You know you're welcome back anytime. We'll be back tomorrow as well. Okay, so let's see here. What am I doing? Yes, I want to make it so that this is actually an area 2D rather than having to deal with physics. I can attach this to things that are not physics. I had quite a big YouTuber repost the Captain Coder giant clip on YouTube. Couldn't sleep because I was so excited. You repost the Captain guy. You got a link to it? Someone reposted it, Clayman? That's hilarious to me. All right, let's add in on our enemy here. Holy moly, hang on. Let me comment out all the things here. Am I allowed to do this? Can I do this? I can't do this. Can I do it this way though? Extends node, yeah, I can do it that way. All right, Clayman, let me check that out. Give me just a second here. You gotta make sure it's safe. Make sure it's safe. I trust you, but I don't trust links. Oh, very nice. This one. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, this isn't, hang on, let me get my my desktop audio is not playing. I'm looking forward to this. Stealing the hat. The Durko Cap 10. Durko 10 cap. Boom. Take it. Get that hat. Smack him. Very nice. Folks, be sure to go check out Clayman Dev as well. This is a great game. Yeah, incredible game. If you guys don't know Clayman, folks, be sure to give him some love. Side Gaming us, do you find Godot intuitive? As a person coming from Unity, I have found it, I want to say some things yes, some things no. I honestly think it's a little bit more, I'll let you know when you have my students write some stuff in it. So for me personally, it is different than Unity. So it's different enough from Unity that I struggled with it to begin with, but I'm finding it well now. It's a baby engine for now. I don't know that I would say that it's unintuitive. It's different than Unity, so the way it works is differently. So in Unity, if you've used Unity, in Unity, you'd have your game object, and then you'd attach components to that one game object in like the inspector. In Godot, you don't do that. Every game object is what's called a node, can have one script. And so if you want to, I think one of the things that's nice about Godot, if you want to use it in an entity component system way, the way Unity enforces, you can. So notice I've put all of my behaviors down here as like individual components that are sub modules of this node, like input inside of it. You don't have to do that. It's optional. So the answer is I haven't found it super unintuitive, but it's different than Unity. So I'm finding myself having to learn some new things, different ways to go about things. Godot doesn't use quaternions, so I'm super used to using quaternions to doing rotations. I actually think it's easier to not use quaternions. I'm just so used to it at this point. So the question is it's different. It's different. I don't know if I answered your question. Quasi unintuitive. Yeah, so it is hard for me to say that it's unintuitive. Oh, you can use quads too. I was gonna say, I don't know that it's unintuitive. It's just that my Unity brain is transitioning and I've only been using it for a couple days. So I'm trying to give it a good non-biased attempt. A good non-biased attempt. That said, every time I use Godot, I absolutely love it. Give me quaternions, give you PTSD. What's wrong with all those the linear algebra, matrix multiplications? You got to get them in there. You got to get them in there. There are some really nice things though. So one thing I really like about Godot is attaching raycasts. You attach them to your object like this. There's like a really visual, you don't have to do it this way, but there's like a raycast object you can attach to thing. So in Unity, I don't think there's a raycast object you attach. Instead, maybe there is that I've never used. It's all done in code. So that this, I feel like, is really intuitive to add in your raycast this way. Good things about Godot for sure. I think there's potential. I think it's, as it matures, it's going to become so good. And not that it's awesome right now. And it's just going to keep getting better. I think there are, so here's something that I find wholly unintuitive. Let me show you something that I find wholly unintuitive. So on the scene view, if I scroll, I'm using my mouse scroll, it zooms in and out. If I go into my animation editor, let's go into my sprite sheet editor, my animation editor. This screen, I have to hold down Control to zoom. And so I find that's unintuitive. So on this screen, I have to hold Control to zoom, which I find weird. And then, wait for it, let's go to my tile maps. Let's go to my tile maps. If I go to my tile map here, if I want to zoom in on my tile map, I have to hold down Alt to zoom here with the mouse scroll. So there's like these different pieces where these functionalities exist, but it's because it's open source software, each different person wrote it a different way to implement that behavior. So the tool itself has what I would call a little bit of a hodgepodge of interactions that have been written by a bunch of different people, and maybe hasn't gone through the most highest of quality of QA. So I find there are little interactive things that are inconsistent that I'm like, why doesn't it? Oh, I should be able to zoom here. Oh, let me try this, and then it works a different way. So it's a little bit weird. The debugger didn't work when you were testing out. I haven't used the debugger at all, Clayman. It's a good question. Lunar Wolf, welcome back. Congratulations on your number 14. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Happy Monday. We're having a great day here, though. I do find a lot of the things very intuitive. I do find some things a little bit challenging coming from Unity. Tani, you can actually, everything in Unity, just so you know, everything you do in the editor, you can do in code as well in Unity. I think this is the most, here's what I'm going to say. I've been absolutely loving Godot. I cannot wait for it to be a little bit more mature. Most specifically, I really can't wait for the C# aspects of it to be way more mature so I can use it with my students. Using it with my students, I don't want to teach GDScript in my classes as an introductory language because it's not a general purpose programming language. And pretty much all of my classes, I have students doing stuff just in code. Even in my Unity classes, I have students writing their code sort of separately and then doing stuff back and forth with Unity. It's not just using Unity. It's you'll write some code separate and then put it in. Coming soon, TM, Kovalaki. I think I'm super excited for that. I'm really hoping with .NET 9, we'll be able to get in there without a lot of challenges. I will probably spend a ton of time in Godot once the C# web builds are solid. That said, I'm hoping that will be in the next year or so. Patrick, let's get another hat on this deck. Thank you so much for the hat. Boom. There it is. Let's get a different hat. Let's do an alternating color hat. Ooh, there we go. Hat 1. Hat 2. Hat 2, 3, 4. Thank you for the hats. Intensive code with another hat. Let's go. Let's get. Oh, there we go. Boom. 1 hat. 2 hats. 3 hats. 1 hat, 2 hat, red hats, blue hats. Another hat. We're getting a hat attack. There we go. Thank you for the hats. Excellent work, everybody. Now we're all juiced up. Now we're all hatty, ready to go. Rarin to go. Tip of the hat to you, Sonny. Tip of the hat. All right, so our kill player on touch behavior is going to require, I want to add in an area 2D. Area 2D to this. And the area 2D, we're going to add in a collision shape 2D. And then to this, we're going to add in a, I'm just going to make it a circle collider. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to copy this here. Ooh, I can save this. Okay, I like this. We'll make this a shared thing here. Let's create a, can I create a folder? Can I create a folder? Create folder nodes. I'm gonna create enemy. We're gonna call this enemy shape. Like that, and then we can reuse this collision shape down here. Load. Nodes, enemy shape. Perfect. So now our collider's the same shape here. Cybergunk, thank you so much for the follow. Cybergunk, I'd like to welcome you to the crew now. Cybergunk, thank you for following me. Cybergunk, thank you so much for the follow. Can feel the neck muscles developing this week. Yeah, gotta get them going in here. Oh yeah. Oh, I should have put the mic. One of these days, I'm gonna get a neck mic. I can trigger it on so you guys can hear it. So you guys can get that little ASMR going. You know you want it. You know you need it. You know you love it. So this is going to be our area 2D trigger. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this kill. I suppose I could attach it directly to this. Kill damage collider. Maybe just call it area 2D. For my purpose, a damage Captain Chiropractor, player death collider, area 2D like that. And this is going to have in it body entered. Let's open up this script here, and we're gonna take this, and we're gonna take this body entered. So just a regular click and drag. How do I click it? I thought I could click and drag that in there. Maybe I can't. It's okay. I know I can do this. Excuse me. When no other nodes have spaces are killing me. That's fair. Here, let's add a couple more. How about now, A2 the Dre? Did we do better? How do you, A2 the Dre, how's that? How's that? Oh, we could even do just like, maybe let me do a tab in there. Just a few spaces on that one. A2 the Dre, better? Worse. Better or worse? Which one do you prefer? How do we do? Do you like it now? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, perfect. Perfect. I'm sorry. Let's fix it. That is, well, you're lucky you can drag into the script to edit the reference. You know what you can't do, though, is edit this. Editing the name doesn't
Seems
update
good.
the script name. Someone noticed, and I didn't even know this was on my computer. Hang on. You want to see the worst? You want to see a trap that I made for that past self made for future self? Let me show you a trap that past self made for future self. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Here it is. Here it is. All right. All right. You ready for this? This is, let me get a screenshot of this. This is my file system. Can I scale this up? This is my file system here. Can you see that I have 2 folders? A2 the Dre, I have 2 folders. One's called Game Space Dev, and one's called Game Space Dev. Enjoy your lurk, Patrick. This was an accident. Someone pointed this out to me the other day, and I was going, I hadn't noticed this. Easy mistake to make. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I have game dev and game space dev. That's how I do my version control. You just add an extra trailing white space to your directory structure. Oh no, Godot! Oh go, Godot! Don't do me like that. Don't do me like this. Why is Godot struggling? What happened here? What happened here? Does anyone have any idea why Godot decided it wanted to die? It's when you have a folder with trailing space that's hard to spot. Yeah. Well, there were too many spaces, too nerdy nerds. I can't handle this. There were too many spaces in the name. Now you're waiting for Lunar Wolf. That's a good one. That's a good one. Lunar Wolf, exactly. Points. Add Lunar Wolf. Waiting for it to go. That made you chuckle good. That's a good one. All right. Well, do we wait for Godot or Godot's gonna die? Godot, we could done it. We could done it. All right. I couldn't handle white spaces in the folder. It was so disgusted it decided it wasn't worth living anymore. It needed to end its process. Let's try here. Let's reopen Learn New Godot projects. Loading. There we go. Godot is gonna die. All right. Wait a minute. This is horrifying. Why is there literally nothing here? I know that, well, it's in version control. That's super weird. Oh, something crazy has happened. What? Why does it think there's thousands of files to be added here? This is weird. So I can't always go back. Did I drag something weird in here? Did I drag something weird into my folder? Hang on, I think I must have somehow accidentally added Learn New Godot. Meanie Beanie's been modified. Let's try something real quick. Proton, how you doing, my friend? Git check out -b. Uh-oh. This is a well-named branch, by the way. Git add. This could take a second. Enemy behavior game dev. Oh, I added the whole game dev. I accidentally dragged the whole game dev folder in here. That would do it. That would do it. So in our scripts folder, somehow I managed to drag into the scripts folder that game dev folder. Did I delete? Did I actually? What the heck's happening here? Why am I doing this? What? How did that even happen? Proton, I hope you've been well, my friend. We are out here accidentally dragging folders into other folders. Let's delete that. So don't. That's a big folder. Don't add. So what you shouldn't do in a Godot project is add in 59,000 files all at one time. So if you add, fun fact, if you add 63,924 files to a Godot project all at once and then try and open the Godot project, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. It will crash. It'll crash. So my apologies to Godot. My apologies here. Godot can't handle that. Weak, super weak. All right. What the heck? How did that? I don't even know how that happened. I'm super confused by that. All right, let's give it a shot now. Where's my Godot button? Apparently I don't have a Godot button. Don't do that. That's right, A2. To be fair, I didn't freak out as much as I would expect. It just crashed, right? It tried it. I bet if I waited long enough, it would have finally said, "Okay, we've indexed all these things. Now you're permanent." I've had to clean up Windows folders with a few million files on them. I'll tell you, it's easier said than done for sure. It's just dying. Just the favorite type of error is essentially looks like an infinite loop, but you just didn't give it enough time. All right, let's. Can we looking for Godot now? Come on. There we go. The weirdest thing, you know what's the weirdest thing? Oh, I guess when I opened it, it was trying to import everything. Okay. All right. We did it. We did it. We did it. All right, let's get our... Can't drop node because kill player behavior does not inherit a node. Weird. Oh, I'm in. Kill player. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're gonna get this on ready. We're gonna call this area 2D. When we boot up here, we're gonna do our area 2D dot on body. Hang on. This node, body shape entered. Body entered. Okay, this will be area 2D dot body entered dot connect. Is that not right? Is this not a signal? Is this not a signal? Would have assumed this was a signal. Do I have to actually add the script directly to this? Is this not a signal here? Oh, hang on. Let me make this an area 2D. Now do we get it? Body entered. There it is. Connect. I had to give it some type hints. Give it some type hints there. And we're going to connect it to function check handle body entered like this. What does body entered expect? Body entered passes in the body node 2. Okay, so this is a signal like that. So we'll go back here. And so this will expect this function to have this. So we'll go handle body entered like so. And now that we have that there, we want to check if the body entering is in the player group here. Welcome back. Protein shake made. Excellent. Body. If it is a player, we want to go make sure that it has in our player node. We'll go to our main. We want to go find the living behavior. All right, want to go find living behavior. Body dot get tree. Is that right? Let's go look how I did it in my other script. We had another script for our stomp enemy here. Oh, it's just get node. It's just get node. Okay. Dot body dot get node living behavior. I dislike these stringly typed things here. I want to be able to say, oh, get node. In C#, I'd say get node and then tell it which node I wanted. So not in C#. In Unity, I'd use get component. Your Proton shader's been made. Awesome. Awesome. If you can drop it on the Discord, that would be awesome. Share it on our Discord so everyone can see it, Proton. Okay, so get node. So this is going to be I can do, I need to save it as a variable. So this variable here is going to be player living behavior. 3 hours. We'll be going for about 3 hours royal. And the script that I want to get is actually player. Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do this until I know. All right, so then I have to say if living behavior is I'll get you. Player living behavior. Can I do that? Sorry, this should be living behavior. Thank you for the hat redeem. Living behavior. Like that. Let's get a hat added to the stack. Royal C-Dub. Let's do it. Do it to it. Thank you for the hat. Thank you for the hat. There we go. If living behavior is a class, then just get the node of that class instead of getting it out. Typing out the name. How do I do that? What method would I do? If living behavior is a class, then just getting the node of the class instead of typing out the name would work. So I could do this. Tani. The reason this doesn't matter that much is because when I refactor, if I were to refactor this name, it wouldn't matter. Yeah. Double check it real quick. 280 hats. That's a 280 hats and an awful lot of hours waiting. Living behavior here. And now this should be a, yeah, so now it knows that it's this, and we'll do a kill. Their control click there, kill. No, I don't want it to be this living behavior. This should be a player living behavior. Oh, which happens to have kill because it's a subclass of this one. That was the whole point. Now I'm remembering. If you had 200 hits, I think it would be visible from space. Perhaps. Maybe. Depend. If it was going straight up, maybe not. Maybe not. The International Space Station could see me. This is likely a possibility. I'm gonna do living behavior for now. Living behavior for now. I know it's gonna be a player living behavior. Let's run it. Okay, doesn't seem to be there, but it could be that there's several things that could have gone wrong. I need to take a quick break. Don't go everywhere. Don't go anywhere, anybody. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. We're back. I'll try not to do that to you again. Tony, welcome back into the stream. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Sorry, running away. Yeah, that's right. To figure out my 3D issue, it's about calculating dot normals from surface normals, normal sum, some sort of thing for surface and normal surfaces connected to it. Sounds like a lot of, the issue we were having yesterday in Blender? Very nice, very nice. Glad to hear it. Lurko, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Royal says, according to my calculation, 208 heads would be 93.3 feet. Yes, that's not that many. It's not even a whole football field. It's not even like having a whole football field on my head. Tony and Lurko, welcome in. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Great to have you here. Almost tried to skip the break, forgot it was live for a second. Tom, it happens. It happens. I get it. Lurk, I hope you've been well. How did your play of Legend of Dragoon go last night? Hope it went well. So, question is script attached anywhere? So my enemy, this does have the kill player. Okay, so are we attached? So print attached, print handle, let's print entered, and then we'll do a plus body here. So my guess is handle body entered isn't running, but maybe it is. All right, we attached. This one's not working. And so I had a feeling this was gonna be the case. It was so much fun, so happy to play it again after so much time. Very nice. I was thinking this might be the case on our enemy. This area 2D actually needs to be like a slightly different shape. If our player's jumping from the top, we gotta be able... Chat, this can't be reproached because you missed it. In casual Godot fashion, functionality isn't available, but 100 people have made their own method of it. Look, there's nothing... I wouldn't say nothing wrong with that, but it's cool that people have made their own version of it, right? Okay, player death collider. There's a couple things about this. We're coming from the top. We still need to be able to squash it. So we need to change. This needs to be a slightly different shape. I think by scaling this transform, we can actually, so we'll detach this. I'm going to scale the Y, make it slightly smaller. So let's go with 0.8 and then 2. I'm surprised I don't see the collider in here at all. Apparently scaling this doesn't scale the collider. That's weird. If I turn this off. Oh, our collision scape is already scaled up a bunch. There, that's what's going on. So let's do 3 and maybe 4.2. Make it a little bit wider. All right, let's try that. So, all right, here, let's put it back. Well, it should scale everything inside of it, right? So the collision shape's inside, so it should affect it internally as well. So let's say I had several different shapes. I want them all to do. These guys have the matching one. Let's try this. Still not. But I think it's because the outer shape is hitting first. Let me make this wider. Let's make it substantially wider. There we go. Now it triggered. Movement controller direction. Yeah, it triggered. And we're just missing connections to some of these things. So in our player, main scene, our player's living behavior, we have to attach the player's character body and the player's movement controller. There we go. And then we should get a little thing, I'm hoping, that says in player. Yeah. So it doesn't destroy the player object. So we can do that. We can do that. You want me to check general, Tani? Let's take a glance. Yeah, so I could do something like that. What I have here, I think, is fine. I actually think what I have here is will actually. I don't necessarily think I need to be super efficient here, but I think the get by name is going to be more efficient. I suspect my get node here using the name, I actually think is going to be more efficient. This one has to, the one you have there iterates through all of the children. Although I might steal it. Because we're in a not type safe language anyway, I don't think it matters. If I was in a type safe language, I would want that. So there's an issue, I think, with this. Notice it's not quite pixel perfect collisions, and when I hit them from the top, I still die. If I ever wanted to avoid strings, yeah, that I don't think there's a way for me to fully avoid strings in this, because I can't actually refactor my class name in this in Godot's editor. There's not a tool to say go refactor living behavior everywhere. I would like to be able to do that, but I can't, which is a little bit disappointing. Maybe I can, and I just don't know how. I know how to do it in the other one. You've gotten further in Godot than I've ever used Godot for a long time. Really, Royal C-Dub. Enjoy your break. Just plug it up. Gotcha. So in VS Code, we could do that. Does it cause problems with the file names? That would be like another question. If we have file names and I change the file name, I don't know. There's okay, it doesn't. All right. Yeah, so I found their editor to be interesting. File names and class names are not dependent. Ah, that's good to know. So I did make a subclass for my player death animation. Oh, my enemy, we were going to change this shape. This is why I was thinking, yeah, this is why I wasn't sure if I should use the same shape. I want to actually know, is my player stomping on me or not? Have I been killed? Have I been killed? So if my player killed me, I don't want to do anything. I could change the collision shape here. All right, so we could change our collision shape to a rectangle like this. So that way it just avoids the top. So this would be one way I could do it. I could do it like this. And maybe that's the way we do that. But if we bump from the side, it needs to be wider, apparently. I hate that. I want it to use the same collider. It needs to be ever so slightly wider. Or the other needs to be ever so slightly slower. It's a death box, yeah. Yeah. It is our death box. There we go. Or a player will get destroyed there like that. And then we want to respawn the player. So the reason we're doing this, we can put it on spikes now too. We'll have the player respawn. All right, so the way, it's a little bit silly, but our player living, let's close others. Print, so on timeout, this is our player living behavior. This is after the death. It's fallen off the screen, like 5 seconds have passed. We want to respawn our player. And so my player, I think I want to give them a spawn point in the world. And to do this, there's a couple different ways I can imagine doing it. I'm doing wonderful, Skydriver. Welcome into the stream. Congratulations on your number 16. Have a cupcake.gd with a class name. Pancake and it would work? Okay. I missed that little there thing in the chat there, Infinitani. New hitbox coming to the top. Yeah. This works fine. The way I have it is, I think is fine. I want to add into my world sort of a player spawn point. Did you see the portrait Beaks drew? I have not seen the portrait. I don't think I've seen the portrait Beaks drew of me, Skydriver. I don't think I have. I have to wait for that surprise. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun, though. I'm going to add into my world. We're going to add in a child node. Node 2D. And I'm just going to call this my spawn point for now. Let's move this down here. Like that. And what I'm gonna have is my player's gonna have a script called respawn point, where player, I think having this on the player living behavior makes sense to me. So I'm gonna have a export node spawn point. Is it flattering or not so flattering, Skydriver? That would be my question. This will be our spawn points. And on timeout, ooh, can I not do, oh, var. Tani, thank you. Thank you, Tani. Spawn point, we will do, I guess I need to get my character body. Okay, let's export another one. Export var body. Character body 2D. I'm gonna do body dot position is equal to spawn point dot position, and I'm assuming we might have to do global position, global. So I don't want it to be like relative to its local. I want it to be in the world. How did I learn Godot? I opened it up and I started doing it. That said, I've had about 2 years of experience with Unity at this point. And so, you know, the learning process has been, I've been able to apply a lot of what I've had from other things into it. Hands-on practice. Yeah, so I said, I'm gonna make a platformer. And that's where we're at now. All right, let's try it. Boop, get got. Okay. Global position is not a thing I can do on character body 2D. So does position, I'm wondering if, all right, let's try just position then. Let's try just position. Like that. Global transform. Esra, sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Esravchev, thank you. So you're saying dot global transform. Is this a method? Global. I'm surprised it didn't come up with global transform. Oh, you forgot to assign them. Well, I'm looking here to make sure set global. Set global transform. Set global transform. There it is. Body dot set global transform. Interesting. To spawn point dot global transform. Is this incorrect? I'm very new to this. I actually don't know. Maybe this isn't. This is saying that this is like a property. Oh, okay. I haven't learned about this yet for Godot. This is cool. I'm gonna have to learn how to do the properties like this, the getters and setters. Yeah, help me out. This is me being new. I didn't realize that we had properties in GDScript. Very cool. Like this. Okay, let's try it. Dead. I need to turn some other stuff back on. Notice I fall through. My character, I think it's gonna, still didn't like it. Spawn point dot global transform. It's saying it doesn't, one of these things doesn't exist. Oh, you wanna know why these things don't exist? You wanna know why? I bet it would have worked the first one. I bet it would have worked on the first one. You wanna know how I know I'm not so smart? Dun, 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 dun. I didn't set these. Ugh. Why is there no, this is in a weird spot too. Call this our start spawn point node 2D. The chat already knows. Don't tell me where to look. You forgot to assign the variables in the editor. It's true. It's true. So thank you so much for that. Points. Add Esrab, Chev, 500 points. Thank you so much for the help. Points. Add Infinitani, 500 points to you. Royal C Dub, thank you so much. I try to be smart. He's figuring it out. Relax, chat. No, let me cook. Let me cook. No, tell me when I'm wrong. Badger me harder. Badger me harder. I need it. It's how I learn. I learn better. The more people that are smacking me around, the faster I learn. You know what they say? Pain retains. Let's try it. Pew. Now go back to global position. You can use get setters, but the property names work just fine. Yeah. So you'll notice it respawned, and then all of these things needed to be turned back on. I needed to re-enable the character stuff inside of it. So in my living behavior, all right. So now Tani's telling me I can do global position. Like this. Our dopamine. Oh, I got that. So I just want to set the position. Oh. Thank you for the dopamine. Thank you for the dopamine there, Royal CW. I enjoy it. So the other thing is where did you get the art? This is in the open game art. Great question. This is Tofu Man open game art. MC Fisher? Tofu Man. This is open source art. You can get it here. This is one of my favorite open source. Whenever I'm making a platformer, I usually default to this one if it's something that I'm just like prototyping. I think there's some fantastic pixel arts there. But yeah, MC Flesher. This is really funny. MC, because there's actually a famous artist called MC Fisher. That's really funny. I find open game such a hard website to navigate, search through. I've really enjoyed it. Kenny's stuff is also really good, Tani. Kenny's stuff is what do you call it? CC0. So it is public domain. So if you forget to credit it, you won't get in too much trouble. You won't get in trouble at all. One of the things I need to do, so in my living behavior, it's not just you. Look, it is one of the hardest websites to navigate for sure. Esrab, I absolutely agree with that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to create a function here. Maybe I put my respawn here, actually. Maybe I put my respawn here. Respawn. You know what? I'm going to move my respawn code here rather than in my player behavior. And then this will just call respawn. Okay. And then in living behavior, we have respawn. We'll do this. Yeah, I like this better. All right, so we're gonna have to reset these values again. Living behavior, spawn point, body. And when we respawn, we need to make sure that we basically do the inverse of all of these things. We set is alive to true. Direction 0 is fine. Maybe original direction might be the correct thing to do here. We have to turn the collision layers back on. So I need to have a variable called collision layers. And I need a variable called collision mask, like this. So that way, before we delete these, I want to save collision layers. It's going to be equal to the original collision layers, and we want to have our collision mask equal to the original collision mask, like this. Probably need to get the direction we were, I don't think for the player this doesn't matter. I just want to make sure it's going here. We don't have enough hats. Unconquered. You want to get more hats for a mere 500 points? Here, we'll get you started, Unconquered. For a mere 500 points, exclamation point hat if you want to add another hat to this stack. I know you're saying you want some more. We'll put this at 0. Collision, we'll start it facing to the right, actually. Collision layers and collision mask. And then our Y velocity we're not going to set. I think this will turn us back to alive turn these things back on. So it sort of inverts this, here. And we could potentially add an animation that says respawn animation. So we could have like a little bubble play as the character falls back in. All right, let's try it. That was a lot. What am I finding nostalgic? You're thinking of Escher. Escher, yeah, Escher. Got him, got me. Respawn, there we go. And our player will respawn after 5 seconds. The respawn time is quite long. We could reduce that, but yeah, if we get killed, there we go, we fall down. And then moments later, we respawn. Okay, I like that. Let's make it a little bit faster. Unconquered, thank you for the hat. Let's get another hat added to the stack. Look, we're gonna get a little corny in here. Let's get a little corny. Thank you for the hat. Unconquered, I appreciate it. Welcome aboard, welcome to Captain Coder's Academy. Folks, we just did it. Let's get a commit in. How do you earn points in this stream? Good question, Lurka. I'm not an affiliate. So you earn points just by hanging out. The points, you get 120 points an hour, 240 points if you're active in chat, 120 points for lurking, 240 points for chatting. Unconquered, thank you so much for the follow. Have you been unconquered? Coming in to conquer us, you know you can't be conquered. You're unconquerable, you know you're great, you're grand. Unconquered, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I didn't even know I had points, so I have no button to redeem. I've just been around. Yeah, so I'm not an affiliate, which makes things a little bit awkward, right? So I'm not an affiliate. Normally you'll notice a lot of streamers have a button here for channel points. Captain Coder doesn't have channel points. There's no channel points. Instead, Lurker with the hat redeem. Let's get a hat added to this stack. Here we go. Thank you for the hat, Lurka. Thank you for the hat. Yeah, I'm not an affiliate, so all of the redeems you have to scroll down. You have to scroll down to find them. So on our page here, you have to scroll down to find the redeems. Unfortunately, yeah, I see what's going on. No worries. Yeah, it's because I'm not an affiliate. Captainception, yeah, Captain and Captain here. You don't know JD. Okay. How many hats would you like to own, sir? Yes. Yeah, so I have a few hats. Should the sprite rotate when falling killed? Will it be funny? It does rotate. Oh, you mean like spin? Who was saying, S-Rab, you're suggesting I spin it? Good for you, yeah. That's a power move. So you're suggesting it does turn upside down, it's just slow. Is this a game you're working on? Unconquered, yeah, I'm learning a little bit of Godot in here. S-Rab, yeah, make it spin, I like it. Let's do it. All right, so our player living behavior. What we can do here, all right, let's do the following. Physics, function, physics process. All right, so in our physics process, JDs, that's a currency you can earn, but only JD can give them to you. I happen to have 3. And try to use an animation instead of code. Ooh, let's do it. Let's learn a new thing. Tani says, let's learn about animations. Oh, I kind of already know about it. All right, let's try it in our animation sprite 2D. You're suggesting, can I do it in the animated sprite? How do I have more than Cap? JD doesn't love me enough. That's really what it comes down to. Can I do it here or do I have to do an animation? 1 second, before we forget, let's get a commit going. Give me just a moment. Before I forget, let's commit our changes. Okay, we're gonna add this in here. Animation player get commit -m PK with another hat. We're getting crazy up in here. Getting crazy. Thank you for the hat. Look. I'm gonna have to. Pretty soon, I'm gonna need a bigger room. Everybody. BK with the hat redeem. Thank you. Apparently, that's as far as my camera will go. Let's shimmy this over here. All right, Tani, only an hour, 2 hours left. 2 hours left. You'll be able to get another one here. Thank you for that. This one's from Farron's cabinet. Farron made me this hat. Feature, Implement player living behavior and kill on touch. No hours left in Funatani, going for the bonus hat. Let's get a bonus hat on here. Bonus hat, let's do it. Oh, my arms aren't long enough. There we go. Perfect. All right. Nobody move. No, have you been creating a test for this? And is it easy to do? I don't know if there's a testing framework. I have not made any tests. It's a good question. Break coming in 20 seconds. We got 15 more minutes before our break. 15 more minutes. GD script test unit testing. Godot unit test. Apparently there's a thing called gut. That looks maintained. Look, there's been some commits in the last week. Here, repo changes. The default branch is a unit testing framework for the Godot engine. It allows you to write tests for GDScript in GDScript. It's an add-on. So the answer is maybe, Smab. It looks like you could potentially do it. I have not written any tests. You guys know I like my tests, but I've kind of, you know, I'm just learning the engine now. It looks like the answer is maybe. I've written none, though. All right, let's add in an animation controller or an animation player. And our animation player here, let's add an animation, question mark. Add an animation. Animation new. We'll call this death spin. Okay, death spin. And we'll be able to add, we'll do something in here. We'll do something in here. Spinny, spinny, spin. Yeah, spinny, spin, spin, spinny, spin, spin. So add a track. This is going to be a position 3D track. Get to the 2D tab, to the 2D tab. Get to the 2D tab. 2D. Animations. Oh, I'm on my, hang on. Animation player. Or is there a 2D tab in here? I'm on the 2D tab. 2D fruity tab. Go on the player. Play like in the animation player. Oh, there's a 2D option here. Death spin. The sprites. Playback options, root node player, motion. See, this is why I should probably go through a tutorial. What if it also exploded? Yeah, maybe we'll add in some particle effects. We can do that. We can make it happen. Root node, reset unsaved, deterministic, animation. There's I'm looking for some kind of 2D tab. Tani's suggesting there's a 2D option. We could also go to Godot animation on the animated sprite 2D. I thought I want to be on the animation on this animation player though. 2D tab. All right, so the 2D tab. I'm on the 2D tab. You want me to go to player? Which one of these do I click on? There's like the delay is horrible. Oh, animation player. Animation player. Animation player documentation. Animation layer, 2D sprite animation. That's what I was reading before, so maybe we'll go to that one and it'll help us out a little bit as well. See the key icons next to the properties. That's the keyframe button. See the key icon. Key icons. What is a key icon? Yeah. While selecting the animation, press the key on the animated sprite 2D. While selecting the animation sprite, press the key, the properties in the inspector. There's honestly, I'm not trying to joke either. So I have this selected. Well, select the animate, press the key on the animated sprite 2D. The properties in the inspector. See the key icon next to properties. I have properties. See those keys next to the properties? I don't. Right on all the properties that has a key icon. Ah, these. Okay. I see the keys. That didn't look like a key to me. I see it now. You have to keep in mind my resolution. Look, my resolution is this. So those just like look like little circles. Those just look like little circles to me. So I see it now. I see it now. I had to enhance it. I had to enhance it. Now as a key icon. Okay. So animation can't animate itself, only other players. Okay, so I come over to my animated sprite or this one. Animation. Ah, so I can add in. I want to animate the transform of this, I believe. Yes. Create new track for rotation. Prefer animating just the sprite. We could do that. Okay. And we're going to animate just the sprite. We're going to animate the rotation. Create new track for property rotation and insert key. Create. Okay. And what we can do is let's add in a keyframe after 1 second as well, like this. And we can say go from here. Do I just set the value? Here. Uh-oh, that may have been a mistake. The body will have whatever position it is at, so a death animation will snap it back to where those keyframes are. So I want to add a keyframe here. And a keyframe here. Maybe we just have it rotate to negative 180 to 80. Okay, so we have a rotation. Play. Can I test it? There we go. Okay, let's have it spin. Not bad. Not bad. Play. Whee! It's weird that it like stops for a second in the middle. I could also make it so that this just goes from 0. I think it's because there's 2 frames. Like that. Need to loop maybe? Yeah, we can add a loop. Like that. We could also slow it, speed it up. Speed it up. How do I reduce the size of this? Can I say it? Turn on looping as well. How do I adjust the duration? 1 next to the loop button, change it here. Ah, gotcha. So 0.2. 0.5. Like that. Can I zoom in? Here's another one where the zoom button is a little bit different. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Thank you so much for the suggestions. Thank you so much for the help points. Add Deep Space Renegade. Thank you for the help. 125 points. We also got points. Add Infinitani. 125 points. And we have, we had, who else? Ironic, Moronic. Hang on, Ironic, Moronic, 125 points. If you really want to make it explode, you can try out Particles. We'll hold off on that. And SRAB, Chev. Thank you guys so much for all the assistance. You guys are incredible. You're amazing. You're awesome. All right. So to have this play now, I need to select my animation player and turn this on, right? So I don't want it to play. Is it playing by default? It's not. Okay. So I need to select that animation, start playing it. This is specifically only in our player death animation, right? So in my script here, my living behavior, maybe I'll call this death spin. Let me call this death spin. Is that what I'd want to call it? That death spin. Oh, I already called it death spin. Interesting. Tawny, I do need that. That would be very, very helpful to add that in. Okay, so our player here, we need to add in we need to add in a script to control this. I think this one feels like almost like I could add it. It feels almost like I could add it here. Because we have our animated character controller, like this. So let's get a reference to our, I'm gonna do it here. This is going to be our animation player. Like that. And then let's reference it before I forget. This is going to be our player's animation player. And I want to say if animation player and living behavior dot is alive, then I want to do our animation player dot animation. Oh, what do we need to set to set the animation? Is it not just animation? Track. How do I set this animation? Death spin. Oh, I bet it's just saying that it doesn't know. Should know what it is. Oh, is it all one animation? Play. Else, it's a little bit annoying. So I kind of need to nest this in here. If player is alive, animation player dot stop, else play. I also want to reset, this needs to go to like the starting position. Oh, play with the animation name, death spin. Okay. And death spin, keep state, or does this stops the whole thing? Keep state is false. So that should reset it to the beginning. Let's try this. See if it respawns in the right orientation. There we go. Okay. We can still move. We want to be. We need to make it so the player. I guess being able to move is totally fine. No. Great little addition there. There we go. Reset. I like it. I like it a lot. Beautiful. Not too bad. Life after death. It's true, there is life after death, Smab. But in this game, we got life after death. Or are you saying that we should have a life counter? I can't. Look. Let's get rid of some of these debug statements. So this was in our maybe a small chance of splatting into the screen. That could be fun. There's a lot of fun things we could do with it. That would say splat into the screen and then slide down slowly. Oh, ironic moronic, that'd be super fun. I want to... Where are these coming from? This is part of my kill on touch behavior. That could be a really fun little animation there. We'll get rid of that, and we no longer need to do it attached. Okay. Instead, we have it attached to our respawn. So surprisingly challenging to get these guys like that. Let's add it to our spikes as well. And then, let's do a commit, and then we'll add it to our spikes. We'll do a commit, and then let's add it to our spikes here. Get status, get add, get commit, -m. Feature, add, animation, animation, What did I change there? Oh, to layer death, apparently. Missed an M. Do you have a hitbox as a module where you just need to add a define it? Exactly. Yeah, that's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. So I have my script here. So this will be really easy to add to my spikes. So what I'm gonna do is in my tile set, here, I just need to add some collision to these spikes. So I'm gonna come over here. Can I add, oh, I can't do it there. Is it in tile map where I do it? Interesting. I thought I did it here before. How do I, in my tile, can add scenes as tiles in the tile map? Your coins can be tiles. They could be. They could be. They don't have to be, though. Maybe I don't want them to be tiles. Probably do. Why don't I have... It's in physics. That's not really what I want. I want to... How do I add a hitbox here and add a script? How do I add a script and hitbox just to this? Or do I have to do it in the inspector? I thought I'd be able to add it in to the tiles. If you have multiple pickups, I guess you could use a tile map. Yeah, I just have the one for now. I'll probably end up adding more. Yeah, question. And we need to take a break real quick. So, Tony, I thought I could do it here. Do I need to actually add it in to my scene? Does anyone know? I would like to add a script to a tile. Add a spike scene to a tile map. Okay. Let's create a scene for our spikes. I'm gonna create a scene called spikes. Spikes. Okay. And we will add in so we should add that as a sprite here, and then we add that, or does this have its own little tile map? I think I understand what you're suggesting. So now I need to add a sprite. Sprite 2D. And the texture, with my animation, I need to trim it, make it so much easier to play with, and now add modules on it. Yeah, I like that. I need to, all right. I'm getting super excited. So before I do this, I'm gonna take a quick break, folks. We've been going for 90 minutes, a little over 90 minutes. We'll be here. We'll be back in. You can crop it. Are you saying I should just add the whole thing and crop it? That feels weird. Shouldn't I slice it out? So you're telling me I should do this and then crop it. I don't know if I want to do it. I want to just use it from. Can't I just pull it in from my tile map? Can I not just add it from my tile map or my tile sets? That's really what I want to do. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hang tight. I got to get myself a little bit more bean water, get myself a little more fresh water, and we'll be right back. Hang tight. All right, folks, we're back. Thank you so much for your patience. Break's over. The hat stack resets at the end of the break. The end of the break. So, sorry, we didn't quite make it to a hat stack overflow. We're close. We're close. We got to give my neck a little bit of a rest, though. Give my neck a little rest. JD, welcome back to the stream. Happy Monday, my friend. I hope you've been well, folks. If you guys don't know, the incredible, the unstoppable, the all-knowing JD, folks. If you guys don't know the all-knowing JD,
if you want to feel
JD does
like
it all.
you're talking
folks.
with Captain.
JD does it all. Am I pointing the right way?
Captain
There,
question.
yeah, I am. Oh, hang on.
I am not the captain, but my eyebrows also move in a way like the captain.
JD, how you doing, friend? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Folks, we are out here promoting Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. If you're not familiar, if you don't know what Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam is, you gotta go check it out. The eyebrows, that's right. Gotta go check it out, folks. Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam coming up in 9 days, 1 hour, 19 minutes, 13 seconds. You know you want to be there. Snabble, welcome back. There's going to be $950 in prizes. 5 people will win. 5 just for participating. 5 people are going to get drawn out of a hat. 5 people drawn out of a hat. Captain without hats, you just got back from the break, Snabble. Just got back. 5 people, it was false advertising. 5 people are going to win $50 just for joining, just for participating. There's 2 grand prizes of $250, and then 3 runner-ups will win $100 each, so $950 total for learning something new. Your game doesn't even have to work, you just have to learn something. Publish yourself a blog, vlog, or devlog, sharing what you learned. That's your $250 million. Intention code $250 million. That's right. That's right. No, it's 950. 250. 250. 250. Oh, you're right, Tom Fuller. That is that's over $1,000. You are correct. That's 1,000. I can't math. 7, 8, 9, 10. You're right. That's $1,050. Over $1,000 in prizes. That's insane. $1,000 in cash prizes. Cash prizes. All right. Great to see everybody. Hope everyone's well, doing all right this morning. Just eating my toast and getting ready to start, but I have to support the capped. Well, I appreciate the support. You know, I've been thinking about getting some. I've been putting on some poundage. I might need to buy myself some support as well. Physical form of money. It's true. I can't say cash prize, digital cash, digital. Okay, fair enough. I don't know what I'm saying. Look. USD, PayPal-ish. Don't tell me what to say, Tani. You can't tell me what to say. Okay. We're in the process here. Unless you want me to show up at your house. Look. You can follow me on Twitch, but don't follow me home. Don't follow me home, please. All right, so I want to add in. Do I have to add in a? I have a tile set. Can I take this and I want to add this in here. Godot, that's right. Sijian, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back, stream. I want to take this tile and add it in here. If I make a texture here, new Atlas texture, what do I do to get my texture in here? Let's see. Add. My guess is I'm not going to be able to. Add tile to sprite 2D Godot. Yeah, I might not be able to do what I want. I might have to go crop this out to make this a little bit easier on myself in the editor. But I have a sprite. No, I should be able to do this. I have a sprite so you can crop it in the inspector. Well, I have a sprite sheet. Should I not be able to just like slice this up into a thing I can use? Shouldn't I be able to use this as a sprite sheet? Yeah, if you drag it into the texture, that's the region. But then you're saying I have to crop it here. That's just really annoying to have to crop it here. Is there a nice... So what I'm saying is, so like in Unity, I can take my texture. I only want this one sprite. I only want this one sprite here. Just edit the region. I really just want to... All right, get it close, I suppose. And then I can adjust it as necessary. So we want 16 wide, 16 tall. And I suppose this needs to be 160. This feels awful. For what it's worth, this feels absolutely terrible to edit the region this way and not be able to go into a sprite editor and say, just slice this thing. For what it's worth, this feels awful. Like an awful experience. You can edit those properties on the editor. I want to say you can do the slice thing too. That's what I want. In an add-on, so it's not built in. Yeah, there you go. For what it's worth, this feels awful to me. Based on previous experiences and other tools for slicing. All right, but we have a spike here. This will work. This will work. Let's add a child node. It's gonna be an area 2D, and it's gonna be a polygon. And buildings on the cool polygon 2D. Is it, or do I have to add a polygon shape? Polygon collision 2D. And now we're gonna edit this. There we go. It's like close enough type thing in here. Okay. All right, this feels good. And now I want to add into this. This is kill player on touch. And why do I not have... Oh, my script just goes and finds player death collider. Let's see. Maybe I should make this a dragon. The average goob, holy moly, thank you for all the amazing content and effort you put into community. Here's your Learn You a Game Jam. I look forward to seeing all the amazing projects that come out. Folks, the average goob here as a sponsor. Sponsoring, this is how we got those bonus prizes, folks. The average group, incredible human, incredible, amazing, absolutely wonderful stuff going on. Check out the average goob, folks. Be sure to, yeah, that's right. Go check out the average goob game studio, the average game studio, folks. Huge sponsor here. Goob, thank you so much. Be sure to check out average goob indie games over here. Like that. We're so happy to have you here. So happy to have you in, folks. Be sure to check out Average Game Studios, one of the our incredible sponsor for Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. Be sure to check them out. Goob, how the heck have you been? So happy to have you here with us. Dive into unique games during the game jam to get inspired to create your own. I'm so excited. Goob, thank you so much for this. Be sure to check out the live stream as well. The average goob over here. Give him a follow. Shout out the average goob. We appreciate you, my friend. Click that heart, everybody. Click that heart. Give him some love. I'm doing awesome. I'm excited to join. The kind of person you aspire to be. Me too. Give him some love. Goob, we're having so much fun playing around with Godot today. We are creating some spikes for our player to die on. Our player's gonna fall on some spikes and get wrecked. Player's gonna get wrecked on some spikes. So now that I have these, we should be able to add this to the tile set, it sounds like. So I should be able to add a tile here. So to do that, the scary parts, yeah, it's true. They keep you on your toes. Make it an export variable cap. I hate having to link things in the inspector. No, I don't want to link it in the inspector. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's fragile. It's fragile to link things in the inspector. It's just as fragile as this, I suppose. This is where I want to say, just go find the node that's on me that is in area 2D. That's what I want to be able to do. Fine. Can I do bowl? All right, there we go. Now I have to go update my enemy here. Yeah. Now I hate having to do that. Kind of, you can set a default. It's fine. It's fine. This will be fine. What I can do is in ready say if it's not attached to anything, try and find it. That would be another option. Cannot find a node by type. I thought I've done that before. Not in GD script. You'd have to write, so there, you can write a loop to do it. You can write a loop to do it. So it's not built in though. In C#, I'm 90% sure you can. I'm 90% sure there's a get node with a generic type. They're stringly typed in GD scripts though. This is the Godot way. Yeah, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's just my fanaticism for statically typed language. We love the inspector. It's totally fine. And exporting. Oh yeah, use C#. That explains it. Tomfully. Gotcha. Okay. I want to add this. Let's make sure we didn't break our enemies. Pew! There we go. We still get wrecked. We can still respawn. Got him. Okay. So I want to make it so that these spikes are a prefab. So I want to add this to my tile set. I'm not sure to do that. It sounds like people are saying I could do it. Is this in a repository? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me get the link for you for that if you want to go check it out. Sure. GitHub, learn you a Godot. Yeah, I should probably give it a better name than this, but this is the repository. If you want to make a fork and then do a pull request, we could probably get that in. Okay. How do I add in? My guess is I would do it over here, but I'm not 100% sure. Add, here, let's see. Add scene, Godot, add scene to Saw. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. M125, welcome back. Trying to escape a thunderstorm. Good luck. Stay safe, my friend. Stay safe. Let's see. Godot, add to scene. You're so close. You're so close. Add scene to tile set. Currently not possible. Hang on, is this... Can I not do this? Can I... Oh, add scene to tile map, I think is what people are saying. Scene. If you've created a scene collection in tile set, that's maybe. Not doing so good, mad because my new laptop has a worse CPU. Yikes. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. So it looks like maybe I can do the following. Let's try this. Take my scene and I'm going to add it in here. No. That's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. Or is it something I add to patterns? Shy Programmer, welcome back in. I hope you're doing well. Make a new collection. Is that what this is? Scene collection. Gotcha. Okay. And we'll call this, thank you. Can I not rename you? Scene, scenes? Enemy, or hazards. This is cool, because I can make my enemies also in here. Oh, I like that. I wish it would show, can I set the image I want it to be? Yo, that's cool. That is pretty cool. Doesn't necessarily be hazards. That feels really cool. Can show if you go into the scene and save it that way in the center of the node. In a way that has the node in the center. They should all be in the center. They're all in the center. 0, 0. Shows a snapshot of the last save. Oh, interesting that even though that was the last save, I have to do it again. It like just doesn't remember. That's weird. It shows the snapshot of the last night. One of the Godot moments. One of the Godot moments all time. A2. I think it's the tile map fundamental thing I've been missing in my game. If you're doing tile maps can be super powerful. No worries, M125. How the heck have you been? So happy to have you here on this beautiful day. Great to have you here. I hope you're having a great day. Also, folks, if you guys don't know, the Shy Programmer, also a streamer. Be sure to check him out. Shy Programmer, what have you been working on in your stream lately? What have you been working on? Great to have you here. Okay, so now in my main scene, I should be able to, so let's go ahead and get rid of these things. I should now be able to paint these into our tile map. Like, oh no. Oh no. All right, so there's a problem. I have a problem. My spikes are gonna work. So I can do my spikes just fine. I'm painting them on the background. So there's a thing I gotta do. Nameless, welcome into the stream, man. Coming from 4 years of having to support Unity developers, Godot is such a breath of fresh air. Always makes so happy to see people using it. This is my first time using it. You've been using Unity for a few years. I really have been enjoying Godot. I've been trying to get used to it. All right, so we got our spikes here like this. Question: can I rotate a single tile? I probably have to create a second. Do I have to make several variations of the tile, or can I place them and specify to rotate them? I asked too many questions and now I got a yes. But Nameless, welcome into the stream. Tile variations are the best way to go. Okay, so I should just duplicate my spike here and call it spike upside, spike down, like this. Have a variation, and then I just will do a transform. Zoom in here. Okay. Clone the scene. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna rotate. I'm just gonna do a -1 here like that. So it'll put it on the top. Well, I guess rotation. Yeah, I'm gonna do a -1 like that. And now in my tile set, I was gonna say it's gonna be a little bit awkward to do it, right? That makes sense to me. Can I make you higher here? Can we reorder these? I don't have to, but it'd be nice if I could reorder them in here. I have to, it's so funny. All right, let's go back into our main. Oop. Apparently dragging I'm bad at. I believe we can rotate tiles from the tile map. Well, I want to rotate. I feel like this was really easy to do. All right, let's go test these. Let's go see if we get booped. There we go. Getting booped. Thank you guys so much for your help. Points. Add. Nameless. Nameless. We have there's another person named Nameless. You're good at dragging. I'm bad at the files. You managed to drag in the wrong place, man. It's true. It's true. Hey, look, it's my greatest, one of my greatest strengths. Oh, now it's super easy to make these levels. Okay. So if I come over to my tile set here, select my tile map, paint. Oh, tile map, paint, enemies, boop. Oh, that's right. These guys are giant. These guys are giant. So I actually need to. This is interesting. Great question, M2, M125. Scroll down. Yeah, I need to scale them in the enemy scene because they're already scaled up, right? So we go into my enemy scene. They're currently scaled. I scaled some things up here because I think my tile map is scaled up, so now I have to shrink these guys back down. So now I'm sad because I have to go figure out resets. This. Can I go into all of these? Nope, I can't do it on all of them. And hopefully it's fine to just do a reset on each one of these. Oh no. Resets. Platform check. Yeah. The Repopo clone doesn't have an animation player. Yeah, so let me do a put. Hang on, let me finish this and I'll push it up Infinitani. Give me a moment. Array cast. Let's reset that and we'll move this out to the edge. And then we need to have this be much smaller, 8, 9, 10 pixels. Didn't you just rescale the entire scene to 0.25? Not all of, I don't think that, maybe would have worked. Because this is the more, look, it's all, Tani, as a streamer, it's all about stretching the content as long as you can. Stretch that content, no, I'm kidding, it's because I didn't, look, not all of us are as brilliant as you. But M125, if you scroll down into the About section on Twitch, it'll show you what you can use your points on. Let's go back to our main scene. Let's make sure these guys still work. Add in another enemy here. I'm not brilliant, just lazy. It happens. Why can't I paint you? Come on, move. There we go, that's why. Paint. Paint. Constantly making mistakes is content. It's true. Okay. Got him. Got me. Have over 18 months of content. Oh, it's so true. It is so true. Bam. Bam. All right. So it seems to be working. Our coin. All right. So Tani, we'll do it with the coin scene now. Our coin scene. We can stretch this down. This one's already scaled to 0.125. Oh, geez. What's 0.125? Hang on. 0.25 times 0.25 is 0.0625. 0.0625. Apparently we can't do that that small. Let's come back to our main scene. All right. Congratulations on your 22 points. Number 22, your 46 points. Oh wait, my coin. Okay, there it is. All right, I can save my coin like that. Let's go into my coin scene. I have to zoom in like that to make it look nice in my tile. That's such a weird behavior. That's such a weird behavior. I'm gonna be swapping these out anyway for some other stuff, but we had those in here. One thing I want to do, okay, so I can add an enemy here. Can add an enemy here. I want to make it so that my enemies will walk on top of the spike. So there is a little bit of something I want to do there with that, is make my enemies walk on the spikes. But we can figure that in a little bit. Put an enemy here, here, like that. All right. This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we got a game jam going on. Godot will do math in the editor for you. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Boom, got him, got him. Ooh, you're in so many things I'd never want to do, but that's how you learn when it comes back to shoot you in the foot. Absolutely, absolutely. That's how you get good at these things. It's one of the reasons I got to change the jump to be less lofty. Ooh, we'll make some respawn points. Okay, let's do a commit. Let's do a push up here. The bit sus, are the transforms of the sprite and collider scaled up? Something's not quite right on it. Code Monk, I agree. Git status, git commit -m. Starting to sketch out a text adventure with natural language rather than preset options. Maybe I'll do that for the game jam. Very, that sounds awesome. Feature, add enemies, spikes, and coins to tile set. That's a really cool thing, being able to the tile set like that. I wonder what the equivalent in Unity is. I've never done it. Uh-oh. I'm on the uh-oh branch. Uh-oh branch. Oh no. Git merge, uh-oh. Forgot to switch back to the main branch. Let's push this up here. That's why you didn't have it, Tony. All right, I just pushed it, Tony. If you want to add in your explosion animation, that'd be cool. So, folks, if you're new here, oh no, oh no. Did I break all the things? No, it's because I switched to main and then over. Synced. There we go. Sweet. Really, the main thing we got to add in here. I noticed one thing that's really funny is the Y velocity is super fast. I need to set my Y velocity to 0 on my player respawn. Who knew captains learn how to use Git this stream? It's true. Yeah. Let's go ahead. I love welcome into the stream. Great to have you here. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Happy Monday. All right, folks, let's do a little quick promo here for Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. For anyone who's new here, I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and me is Captain Coder. And Captain Coder is a computer science educator. We are hosting Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. It's coming up in 9 days, 51 minutes, and 20 seconds, folks. Be sure to check it out. You win in this game jam not by making the best game. It's not the game that people vote as the most fun to play. It is the game that has the best educational content provided along with it. Your goal in this game jam is to learn as much as possible. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Learn something new. Maybe you're gonna learn pixel art. I'm gonna learn about Blender, try and do some 3D stuff, learn about 3D rigging. I've never done that before. That is what I want to learn in this game jam. Maybe you've never used Godot. Maybe you've never used Game Maker. Whatever you want to practice and learn about, go for it in this 2-week jam. If you do it, if you learn something, you can submit a devlog with it. It can be a written blog, it can be a video blog, it can be a podcast. If you enter to win, you will be, if you submit one, you are entered to win $50. Random drawing, 5 random people who submit blogs, vlogs, or podcasts. Devlog will get entered to win. We're gonna do 5 unique winners for that. Then we are also going to do the most educational written will win 250. The most educational video or podcast will win 250. And then 3 runner-ups will win $100 each for a total of over $1,000 in prizes. Over $1,000 in prizes. So be sure to check out Captain Coder's Learn Your Game Jam. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna learn a ton. Join the Discord. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch as well. And come on back in a week or so. It's gonna be awesome. 2 weeks to have fun, learn something. Okay. I want to make it there's a couple things, there's so many things I want to change in here. The first one I want to change is my player. The jump just feels so lofty. The jump is so lofty. So I think I want to make it so, see how lofty that jump is? I'm gonna make gravity affect my player a little heavier on my player. So there's a couple ways I could do it. I think if I change my gravity in 2D, I could potentially increase the gravity vector here. In Unity, I often set this to something like 30. I wonder if okay, so I can't edit this live here while I'm doing it. Gravity vector. In Unity, I often set this to something like 30, so my player comes back to the ground very, very quickly. Let's try 4. And then I'll have to increase my jump velocity by quite a bit. That did nothing. That did nothing. Interesting. Is there a gravity scale I can apply? All right, let's try again. Project settings. I suppose this just lets you set the direction of gravity. Can I times 4? There we go. And now my upward jump just needs to be higher. So now I'm gonna come down a lot faster. A much quicker jump. My player here, let's make our jump movement controller. Did I add it as a jump? Where's our jump? Player controller. All right, we have a jump velocity. Let's play around this within our remote. So I can come over to my player, and then my player's player controller. So I should probably rename this jump. We can hold this over here, and we can play around with the jump numbers here to try and get it right. Let's try negative 1200. Captain, why aren't you working with Kojima or something? Clear you were meant for AAA game dev. Kabadritisk, welcome to the stream. Quite the compliment. Is that a compliment? It's Kojima. Kojima is like a, you know, the name sounds so familiar. I'm drawing a blank on it. But if I was working for Hideo Kojima, that's why. Incredible game designer. That's right. Incredible Death Stranding. Lots of good stuff. That's a huge compliment. Kabadritis, thank you so much for that. I just have too much fun teaching. All right, this feels much better for our jumping speed. Okay. We still get that nice big jump. This is really, let me get rid of this guy. Okay, so I want to do negative on my character controller. I did negative 1200. Thank you so much for the compliment, Kabadritisk. I want to get rid of this enemy. Let's go to our tile map. This enemy here. Why can't I? Oh, select. Get rid of that one there. So we come in. Bop them. We can make that jump. I want to make a longer spike pit here that you have to jump on an enemy to get over. So right here, in our tile map, I want to draw more spikes. More spikes like this. And the idea is going to make this a little bit too long to make the jump. Let's move my player in the level a little bit. Stomp them. Can I make that jump? Oops. Try again. That was bad. Can I make this jump? I can, so I need to make it just slightly longer. Slightly longer here. So we're gonna make it slightly longer, and then we're gonna add a run button. You have to press run to actually be able to make that jump. So let's add one more spike. Let's add 2 more spikes. Just for safety. Spike 1, spike 2. All right, so we have 2 spikes there that you have to be able to jump past. You gotta get that movement quite right. Okay, so you have to be holding down run to make that jump. So we shouldn't be able to make it without running. We don't have a run yet. Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to make that jump. So what I want to do is make it so that you have to hold down a button that will get you a little bit of a speed boost as you're running. So we updated our map here. Let's add in a script called, we could add it to our movement controller. That might be the right space to do it. Saw, congratulations. Congratulations. Dev Donut, how have you been? Dev Donut, you're so good. Dev Donut, tasty yum, you got a donut that is a Dev. Dev Donut, how the heck have you been? Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Folks, be sure to go check out the Dev Donut. Incredible game. That logo, right? Am I right? Are you still taking commissions, Dev Donut? It's an incredible logo. Absolutely. I know in the past you were doing commissions. You still taking commissions on art? Our movement controller, I want to export your Dev Donut logo. It showed up on the screen. Maybe it was too fast for you. This one. This one here. Boom. The Dev Donut. The Dev Donut. It's just Dev Donut, not the Dev Donut. Oh, you're taking commissions? Nice, folks. If you want some beautiful art, yeah, that one. Look, hey, you in the back. Pay attention. Pay attention, Dev Donut. All right, I want to have a run here. Okay, so we're gonna have a run here. Let's add in a variable called boost. A speed boost, run boosts, run boosts. What we're gonna create a multiplier. It'll be a float, and by default it's 1. By default it's 1. Now, down here in our speed, I want to write a function. Mechanically Challenged is a monthly thing. So every month there's a new challenge that you can participate in. Moon is this month, it's portals. We also have the game jam, Dev Donut. I'm not sure if you heard, but we do have a game jam with over $1,000 in prizes because the Average Goob and Average Game Studio has sponsored us. Incredible stuff. So Average Goob, thank you again so much for your incredible contribution. Sweet. I can't wait to see what you make. All right, so I'm gonna write a function here. Function, it's gonna be speed, and this is gonna return speed times multiplier. Oh, you're incredible, my friend. So this is just gonna be our speed like this now. Okay, speed like this. Make sure everything still is working. Yep, everything still seems to be working. Now what I want to do is my player, do we have a player input controller? We have our, I think it's just called player controller right now. And let me take a look at this. Player controller. has a variety of different editors. I think that is one of them. Vibing Games. No, you're almost there though. You're almost there. Welcome to the stream. Here come the vibes, folks. Vibing Games with those sweet, sweet vibes. Get them while they're hot. You know they're hot. All right, yeah. So direction UI here. I want to do if. Let's configure the action. Actions. Input map. Show built-in actions. Accept, select, cancel. I want sort of like a run. So I think I have to add in a run option here. My scroll is all messed up. Yeah, daily will get you some boats vibing. What about coyote time? What is coyote time? I don't know what that is. What about hammer time? I get hammer time. Let's add an action jump. Sorry, run. Run. Okay. What do I do? Run. We got 2 hats. Saw with the hat. Vibing Games with that. Thank you guys so much for the hat. Let's do this thing. We got 1 hat. 1 hat. Let's get another hat. 2 hats. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're protected from the sun. This is for a good comp dev donut. 1 hat. 2 hat. 3 hat. 3 hat. Perfect. Perfect. Carry time is basically a buffer time that stores input that makes it lenient on players to not be as precise with timing. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, we could maybe do that. I don't know how to do that. That's an interesting idea. See, this is why I don't work for Kojima. This is why I don't work for Kojima. I don't even know what coyote time is. I know what captain time is. I know what hammer time is. Key input. Let's do, for me, a good... Thank you so much, Average Goob. 500 points. Let's get another hat added to this stack. Boom. Easy. Thank you for the hat. One trick developers use to make these games feel better to play is Coyote Time. Named after Wile E. Coyote cartoon, Coyote Time is a brief period of time after running off platform. The game will still register the player pressing the jump button. Yeah. I wonder if we can do that. It's not my idea hat. It's my IKEA hat. That's right. I know this is gonna build. Oh, let's make it a mouse click. No, because I had spaces jump. Is that right? What is my jump button? Like, what do I press for jump right now? Hang on. What am I even pressing for jump? Is it space? This space. Okay. So I'm gonna make it the J key. I'm gonna make it the J key to run. All right. Just so it's something I can. Okay. Didn't think players would use that. This is such a weird controller setup. We'll have to come up with a better control scheme. What? K. I want to find the K button. Why are there so many F keys? Does any keyboard have F35 on it? Does a keyboard really have F35? What the heck? I've never seen that. At least, you know, that's wild. What keyboard has a 35? All right, I want it to be my K button. Additional properties, control shift. I guess I can make it control. It's just super awkward to hold that button. For me, it's super awkward to hold the button. And the way you reinvent the controls on every game, never any consistency. Yeah, so I'm using the default controls. This is the first time I've had to add one. What if it would be the enter button? So I'm making it for me. Keyboard F35 is a form of 1990s. All right, so just so you guys can see why my keys are so crazy. All right, so here's my keyboard. Will my camera come this far? I'm gonna break something. So here's my keyboard. I'll move my mic so you can see. My jump button's here. My left and right are here. Yeah, so my left and right button is here. My jump button is here, and so K feels like a really good button. That's like K feels like a really good button for the run. For my setup, honestly, I should probably just configure it to work with a gamepad, right? I'm using the default. I was surprised by that. the WASD is also a little awkward on my keyboard for me to use. That's not the default left and right button in Godot, which was a little bit surprising. JKL setup is perfect for PC perfect. Yeah. So we're gonna do K. Exactly. You know, so you know, people would probably want it to be control or something, but I'm gonna make it K. We're gonna go with K for this one. Use QWERTY for the best one, just all top row. Yeah. Fun fact, the old computers, JKL, semicolon, were like arrow key buttons, or was it HJKL? In old Emacs, in Vim, those are the like keys to move around, to move your cursor. Keyboard, arrows, JKL. So on old keyboards, let's see if we can get an image of an old keyboard. Look at this, old keyboards, these that didn't have arrow keys, this is what, in a lot of older programs, in Vim, for example, these are the keys to move your cursor. You move your cursor using HJK and L, not the arrow keys. Yeah, so this is just historically, old keyboards had this. I'm trying to find an old one. Yeah, so check out this keyboard. Here, there's no arrow keys on it. These used to be the arrow key buttons. Can I find the old Apple keyboard? This is all horrible in here. Keyboard, Apple II? Did the Apple II have a keyboard like this? This is all terrible. Commodore. Search for old Apple keyboard. See, well, this is crazy. Anyway, old computers used to have that. I actually grew up on a computer that didn't have arrow keys, and you'd use these buttons. Yeah, so there's no arrow keys on the old keyboards. Commodore 64 might also be that way. But yeah, that was a very common control chain. Most of the games I play, walking left, right, Q, walking right, W, jumping. I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen Z. I'm totally Gen Z. I'm not old enough to be a boomer. All right, so just for now, we're gonna make this a K. Here, Practical, welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. How the heck have you been? I should honestly just attach this to my gamepad, make it a little bit easier, but that feels horrible. Everyone's gonna hate this as a key, but this is just for me, just for now. Speaking of old computers, is someone planning to enter the game jam, make it on Apple 264 Amiga? I hope Proton will. I hope Proton will join and do something on a C64, because he does a lot of C64 stuff. Practical, how the heck have you been? Folks, if you guys don't know, Practical NPC is an incredible human being, incredible streamer, incredible game developer. Go check out, oh, not the Kickstarter there. Oh, I need to add, I thought that was gonna be, Smap says I'm a boomer here. I thought that was gonna be your Steam page. How do I not have a link to your Steam page here for Memori? Everyone real quick, attention all lurkers. If you're not following Practical NPC, what's wrong with you? Give him some love, you'll love it over there. Incredible stuff. Duca, welcome into the stream. Great to have you here. What's your favorite Pokemon? Pokemon Red is my favorite. I know it sounds crazy, but that's every time I play a new Pokemon game, I have a bunch. Every time I play a new one, it just makes me want to play Pokemon Red. I still have my cartridge for Red and Blue. Yeah, Red is my favorite for sure. Speaking of, check out this Reddit comments. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let me, I'm practicing. I know I don't need, wrong button. I know I don't need to blur it, but this is just me practicing blurring things, so you never know. You never know. Game dev stream videos are clickbait. All right, let's check it out. Do you feel the same way? I start watching some game dev channel. Instead of showing the process of how they develop the game, they become YouTubers and clickbait titles giving advice even though their games haven't been released or have never been together. Are there any good game devs? Top comment. There are. Oh, holy moly. I haven't. Wow, that's crazy. I was wondering about this. I got a huge influx of, I thought I got follow botted. I thought I got follow botted the other day because I was getting a ton. I normally get like 3 or 4 follows when I'm offline, but there was a day, it must have been 2 days ago, I redeemed the blur for 5 minutes. I was receiving tons and tons of follows. This is totally cool. Hell Diver, thank you so much for it. Clickbait confirmed. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing this with me, Practical. I'm kind of sad. One of my favorite streamers is no longer streaming. He released the game. Dude was on top of it. He just had a kid, so he's not streaming anymore. The plan was always launch game and raise his kid. I walked away for a couple months, and it all happened. That's so cool. That's so cool. I've had a few people post my stuff on Unity. Enjoy your stream, Saw. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, so I want to make this in here. If we are, this should just be an update. It should just be in part update. So function, process here. That's crazy to me that I've been saying it. What a nice post. That's so cool. I was wondering about it. I was here before you were famous, Infinitani. I was talking with my partner about that. We were joking. I was like, I'm not famous, but there's this very specific niche group of people on Twitch in the software and game dev community where I'm like a minor famous, and I find that very, very funny. But yeah, I'm not famous at all in any regard there. Movement controller. Am I doing anything with movement controller? Movement controller, that's okay. I'm minor internet famous. I'm internet famous in this very niche. Practical. I felt so bad one time. I felt so bad one time. I was in someone's stream, and they raided into someone, and I was like, I forget who it was, but I was in a stream, and we raided into someone else. And I did the raid message, and the person who they raided into went, "Oh, Captain Coder, I can't believe you're here," and gave me a shout out, not the person who raided. I felt really horrible about it. But yeah, they were so excited, and it's so funny to me because I felt so terrible. I was like, oh gosh, that's horrible. It's not my fault, right? Anyway, I thought that was like, whew. All right, I'm gonna stop talking here. We want to have our multiplier set to something, maybe one, let me add in an export variable so we can play around with the export var run multiplier equals 1.2. We'll try that. Device of fame, it's an honest mistake. Yeah, I feel like I think all streamers have done it at some point or another. Give a shout out to the wrong person or get too excited about something else. And as you just do it more and you realize, as you go, when people love you and your content, they get excited. I feel so grateful to have such an awesome community of people that have formed. Look, I started streaming with the intention of streaming for 25 days. My plan was to stream for 25 days. Really, my plan was to stream for 14 days. I was going to stream for 14 days, recording Advent of Code 2022. My thought process of those days for my students, and people just kind of showed up, and it was so much fun I decided to stick around. And there have been some ups and downs in that, but I feel like I've finally kind of struck a balance here. So we're going to do input.is action pressed. All right, if the action is pressed, this is our run action. We'll do this, else movement controller.multiplier is 1. Actually here now, I had to go right after I did my daily. No worries. Advent of Code. Oh, Smab, I love Advent of Code. I got to figure out a healthy way to do it. All right, so we can move 1.2 doesn't feel like enough. All right, let's go play with this number here. Enjoy your lyric, Goob. Again, thank you so much for the contribution. Folks, if you guys know, Average Goob is a sponsor, Average Gaming. Be sure to go check them out. I need to set up that command, Goob. But sponsor has given us given to the community $300. So we're gonna have 3 $100 prizes available in our game jam for runners up to the most educational award. So be sure to give him some love. Absolutely astounding human being. Thank you so much. In our player controller, I want to, if I set this to 2, then you can really see it. 2, it's a little bit too much. Let's set it to 1.5 maybe. All right, so now we can jump, we can move, we can press run to really get going on it. Oh, see, there's a little bit of an interesting thing there. Fresh Meat, welcome into the stream. All right, so I have to hold run to make that jump, and I can make it with the run. Very nice, very nice. I can get stuck there. There's some funkiness I gotta do. Fresh Meat with the hat redeem. Let's get a hat added to this stack. Thank you so much for the hat. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Fresh Meat, how the heck have you been? I hope you've been well so we can die. And we respawn. The respawn time's pretty long. Pretty long. Gotta make that shorter. Ooh, gotta be careful. Maybe that spike hole is too big. And our respawn time is definitely too long. My good brother, thank you. I hope you're also well. I'm absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Coyote time feels like something that we should add in here for sure. Should be able to jump for a few moments after we leave the ground. Is that an easy thing to add into Godot? Is it like built into our character body? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing not, but let's add a few frames in there. Let's add a few frames to our player. We can run now. Oh, it's gonna shrink. The other thing is I'm gonna shrink down. It's gonna remove one of these spikes. One of these spikes here. Let's go into our tile map. We're going to select this one. Let's, not what I wanted to do. Let's add in a draw. Boop. What happened? I hit something weird. Oh, I'm zoomed out. That's what happened. Boom, like that. Just remember that I have something planned for today's stream, so I need to get that ready. Do it. It'd be nice. I need to set up the auto drawing these things. Okay. I want to, coyote. Coyote should be easy. Coyote. Wild coyote. What is it? A quiet coyote from what's the Disney movie? Quiet Coyote. The Disney was not called the Quiet Coyote, but it's from the one about the jazz player who dies. What was that one called? I can't remember it away. Soul. I think it's called Soul. All right. So is on floor. Shy Programmer, thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get another hat added to this deck. I almost clicked the coffee button. Thank you for the hat. Let's get a hat added to this stack. Boom. Easy peasy. Getting tall in here. It's getting tall in here. We are in our process, in our physics process. I want to add in the Duke of Soft. You guys just want to see me add hats to the stack. You guys don't want to see me program. You just want more hats. You want more hats. Look at us go. Let's get them in there real good. There we go. Now we got extra space. I don't have to increase the size of the room. Now Tony with another hat. Let's get another hat on this head. Boom. Easy. Thank you. Practical does push-ups on his stream. I just add hats to my stack. much less difficult. So someone asked Practical yesterday, do you like doing Soul? Okay. Duke of Soft with another bonus hat. With another bonus hat. Practical NPC on his stream, you can redeem push-ups. He'll do 20 push-ups. Someone asks on his stream, do you like doing push-ups? And he said, not really. Which I find hilarious. But you know what's interesting is I enjoy doing these hats most of the time. But there comes a point where I'm like, oh no, are we gonna get another hat? Are we get another hat? Here it goes. So it's interesting there. But yeah, my hat is what was I gonna say? Hat stack versus push-ups. I'll go with hats any day. Enjoy your lurk, Fresh Mate. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay. Is action just press UI accept? Character is on floor. Character velocity jump. Now I'm afraid for your ears. Do they stay curved after the hats are gone? This is just how my ears are. My ears just look this way. Captain Curved Ears. Look, they're not too bad. They don't stick out like that, but they do stick out a little bit. I'd say we'll take a look at it in just a moment, Tawny. We'll take a look. Let me finish this one feature, and then we'll do a commit and we'll do a merge. Give me just a moment here. We should be able to get this in. I wanted to add in coyote jumps, coyote timing. All right, so I want to do a var export var bool, not bool, coyote. I don't need to do it. Just do a regular var. Coyote jump bool coyote frames. Here, we'll do this. Export var coyote frames. We'll set it to 2. Try 2 frames, something like that. Yeah, we'll set it to 2 frames. And what we'll do is in our physics process, if character dot is on floor. Oh, this is interesting. Maybe we shouldn't do coyote frames. Var jump frames equals 2. So we can set the coyote frames like that. What we're gonna do is say if we're on the floor, jump frames is gonna be equal to coyote frames. If their character is on floor. Thank you. So if we're on the floor, jump frames equals coyote frames. Else, jump frames minus equals 1. Can we do minus equals 1? Is that a thing we can do in GD script? So then we're gonna have a thing over here that says function can jump. Okay. And can jump is return jump frames greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 0. And then we'll do can jump. Like this. Holy hat sack, Batman dances right. That's right. That's right. Okay. So whenever we're on the floor, we reset jump frames to the maximum coyote frames. And if we actually press jump, we get a few frames here. So let's try it out. Let's find a good value for this. In my inspector, I'm gonna go into the remote here just so I have my player controller. And we'll be able to modify the jump frames here. Let me shrink this down here just so we can play around with these numbers. Looks like 1 frame is probably 2 is probably the right amount. But just to test it out, let's set this to 100. Now oh, you know what? I can double jump now. What I need to do, there's one other thing I need to do in my script. It turns out I don't have to actually exit out of this because we can modify this here. Player controller. When we jump frames is equal to 0. After we actually jump, we set it to 0. Okay. Okay, let's bring this over like this. Yeah, you can modify the code. I keep forgetting to do it because I'm so used to working in C# that you can't do it in C#. It has to recompile. Let's go to our remote, our player controller here. I can't double jump now. Can I get back up here? I don't think I can. So linear game jam, if I want to learn how to make a game in Pygame, or does it have to be a Portal game? It could be any, you can do it in any language. You can make a board game, you can make a card game. It doesn't even have to be a digital game. So I can't do it there. Let's try setting our, I might have messed this up. Can't double jump. Okay, I can. 100 is definitely way too much. I can watch this number change here. So like a little bit too much. Let's try 8. 8 feels correct. Yeah. Oh yeah, 8 feels good. Ghost Cowboy Love. Thank you for the follow. We've got Ghost Cowboy Love. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the Game Jam and Mechanically Challenged are two different events that are going on. Good. Thank you for the clarification there. Yeah, in our script, let's go into our script here. I'm gonna make it so our coyote frames by default, let's set it to 8 frames. That felt pretty good because it's 8 physics frames. There we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have 1,000. I need to update that again. All right, so I can't do it if I walk right off, but let's make sure the timing feels a little bit. I need to reset that timer. It's too long. There we go. But I can, like, it feels good. I have a moment there. Zaf, we've had a lot of fun with this. But yeah, we just added in coyote frames, which I didn't know was a keyword, was a word that I could do. That was from Kavadratisk. Thank you. I think it was Kavadratisk. Thank you so much for telling me about coyote frames. 500 points for that. It's 14 days. 14 days for the Game Jam. The Game Jam starts in 9 days. It hasn't even started. The Game Jam starts in 9 days, which reminds me, folks, be sure to go submit your jam suggestions here. Oh, you have until, for Mechanically Challenged, you have a lot of time. You got a lot of time. Mechanically Challenged, you can submit at any time to be eligible for prizes. You want to submit before July 1st. But yeah, go submit your theme suggestions here. You know, portals could be a theme people could suggest, and then we could vote on it. I have a feeling, deep down in my soul, I have a feeling that we're going to end up doing portals is going to be the theme that ends up happening for this Game Jam. I don't know if it's going to be, but deep down I have this feeling here. Let's get this merged in. Let's get this added here. Get status, get add, get commit -m chore, add run plus coyote frames. The Game Jam is 2 weeks long, 14 days. The idea being to make something in 1 week and then to make your devlog in 1 week. That said, it's up to you. It's up to you. I would recommend Learn You a Game Jam, and then I think Mechanically Challenged is a little bit different. Mechanically Challenged is not, I'm not saying that you're a beginner, but Mechanically Challenged is if you want a game dev challenge. The Game Jam is a little bit funner. 2 days are not much of it. Yeah. Orb 3. Okay. Tani, let's check out your pull requests. All right. So GitHub PR view GitHub PR. Hang on. Was it GitHub? I'm trying to practice our command lines here. GitHub PR. I want to see the pull requests. GitHub PR lists. There we go. So I'm gonna go check this out. GitHub PR checkout 1. So we're gonna check out Tani's changes here. Okay. So now we actually are seeing what Tani added into the game. So we'll reload this here. And so Tani, you added this into the game, or it's just an asset you added? Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I like that. Oh, really, really cool. Nice. Tani, thank you so much for your contribution. Animation player module, new export variable. Okay. Animation player here. I should be looking here, or you're saying there's a new module. I don't even know. I don't understand what a module is. I'm not going to lie. The module. So you're saying module, character controller that you made. Oh, player controller. Animated character controller. Gotcha. Probability of splat animation showing up. Very cool. Wait, are we able to edit this game that you're making, or is it just for Tiny? Anyone can make contributions. It is posted on GitHub. So if you want to make a fork of it and do a pull request, you can. I should have left this open. GitHub, Learn You a Godot. So all of my stuff, I'd say 95, 99% of everything I do is open source. That said, it's up to you to make a pull request, make changes, do a pull request on it. But yeah, it's open source. here. It's one of the reasons I always try and do open source assets as far as images and music and sound effects. I try and get all open source stuff here. Very, very cool. It's awesome. Yeah, we'll adjust that here. Let's get this merged in. Let's see if it'll merge in okay. Let's go look at this change. So go into the pull request. Thank you for starring it. If you want to star, if you really want to star something, if you want to help me get some visibility, starring over here on the Captain Coder organization is what I would love if people would star this organization. And if you want to, you can actually become a sponsor to Captain Coder's organization here as well. If you on GitHub, you can become a sponsor for Captain Coder's organization. Monthly or one-time sponsorships are doable. All right, let's check out the changes here. Zero, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Zero Gauge. Thank you for following. Thank you for following me today. We got Zero Gauge following the captain's crew. I'm a little worried about this merging in. This file looks like it might be dangerous to do a merge if I've made other changes. So I'm curious if they have this set up in a nice way to merge. Yeah, so no, well, I'm asking, can I do merges on the scene change? So I have also made changes to my scene. Since you have made changes to the scene, is that gonna be a safe thing to merge? That's a question I'm not sure about. So I have some commits that I've made since you made this pull request. Added already, living behavior, we connect to it. Wastelands, thank you for following the Captain Coder. Wastelands, you're so great, I hope you know. I'd like to thank you for following the Captain crew today. We got Wastelands, thank you for following me. You push commits in GitHub and the merge after that. Yeah, I will. I was just curious. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Check out. Man, thank you so much for your contributions. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Git status, GitHub, git reset. Man. Generally get friend, but yeah, always with scenes there might be there be dragons. Same with Unity, right? Any game dev scene stuff, there be dragons. So we got to be careful. Git status, git. Oh no. Git log. Okay, I did do this. Are we committed? What's going on here in my terminal? If you want to add an enemy, I would be happy. If you want to go through the process of adding an enemy, I'd totally add it in. Depending, as long as it's family friendly, that type of stuff. All right, let's go ahead and do. All right, we are pushed. Never mind. All right, let's try the merge. Hopefully. Oh, there's conflicts. We do have conflicts. This is the scary that we gotta do. There are conflicts, Tani. Oh no. So if you wanted to if you want to make a fork of this repository and add in an enemy, I'd be super happy to add in an enemy. Or are you asking if I'm going to make a new enemy? Because that's a little bit different. A little bit different there. So we do have a thing here. I can just sync the new one and add the animation to that. My question would be, how easy would it be to merge these? All right, yeah, go for it. If you do that for me, that would be awesome, Tani, and we'll get that in there because that's really cool. Super, super cool. Let's go back to Godot here. Godot? Where'd you go? Reload. Cool. Yeah, GitHub is really cool. Git in general is really cool. Source control, version control is awesome. Really cool stuff. All right, so we got that guy added in here. I don't think I can I'm gonna try to make this jump without my speed boost. I wanna make that a little bit That was too bad. I thought it would reload in that spot. It will save your bacon. Many times you dedicate even a bit of energy into it. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's one of the first things I teach my students is to use Git. We do what's called a student log. So students learn how to use Git by doing Markdown. They learn a bit about Markdown and Git, and their student log every day they have to make a commit and push into their student log through a GitHub to learn Git the command line controls. Enjoy your Minecraft. Cool. All right, so can I, my question is, can I make this, oh, my space jump here. Can I make this jump? I don't think I can make it without the run. My whole point is to make it so you have to be running to make that jump. The respawn is super slow. Ooh, I gotta make the respawn faster for sure too. Here we go. Boop. Jump down here. Yeah, no matter what I do, I don't think I can make that jump. I do like that you can keep moving left and right here like that. We can make it if we're running though. That was the whole point, was to introduce a run mechanic, teach the player. You're not gonna be able to make this jump with the run, so we're gonna have an enemy that is moving back and forth, and you have to jump on the enemy to get across there. So my plan is to add an enemy here that patrols back and forth, and you have to actually get the timing, land on the enemy to make that jump. So that's my plan right here. So there's a few things I gotta do. I'm gonna wait for Tawny to get the pull request in before I make changes. Did it make changes, get status? Did it already make changes? I don't know. I don't think I modified anything in my scene. But I'm waiting for Tawny, and then I'm gonna do the merge in here. So that way we don't have to deal with this merge conflict again. Yeah, so that's the plan right now. Let's see what's going on over here. Give me just a second. I'm sorry, your monitor's not working, M125. That sounds horrible. Both my monitors are continuing to work. If my monitor wasn't working, I'd be really sad. It'd be horrible. Okay. Oh, it like flickered on and off or something. All right, let's go and mark that. Jess, welcome back to the stream. I'm doing absolutely fabulous, doing wonderful on this beautiful Monday. I hope you're having a beautiful Monday as well. Well, while I'm waiting for Tony, we're gonna go find some music that I want to add to this. And so I think we're gonna take the music we wrote in Tick 80 here. So I think I'm gonna take the music, we're gonna get it from Tick 80 here. So we made this game, a version of this game in Tick 80. We have that here. If you guys wanna go check that out, you can. But we made all this music. We wrote the music for this particular game. And so I think I'm just gonna take the music from this. I'm gonna have it export as a WAV file and import it in here. So we made a little game here, XZ to run. So this music here. So we're gonna take this music, we're gonna add it over in there. So let's come over into our terminal. Let's do an export. There should be an export music. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I want. It's a tofu, yeah. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm not quite sure I can export music, like just a specific track. Let's see, Tick 80 export music track. Export. Beginning of song. So if you use it, remember you have to remove the rule before exporting the music track. I don't know, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this music exactly this way because the music is written in an interesting way. So we wrote this music live on stream using Tick 80's music track editor. So this is the music that we have. Oh, that's not that one. It must be track 2. This one. So we wrote this music for this game. But it is using jumps and loops, so I don't think I can export this. It's synthesized music, so the loop isn't going to come out quite right. Yeah. It's up to you, M125. It's up to you. Try and match the style of the game, I suppose. And so I'm just going to let you know, I'll do my best. If you're just making art for it, we can add it in. The Tofu Man art set here just has these two. So here's the original art set. If you want to try and match some kind of sound, maybe just change the color, add a bird type, make an enemy that shoots spikes at you, maybe. We could do that. Ooh, that could be cool. A projectile enemy would be cool. Yeah, I would love to be able to add this in. I guess we can't. This was the game over music. Listen to how sad the game over music is. Is this right? Is that the game over? Or did I do a different one? No, I did this. We ended up doing this for game over. The other one was too sad. It didn't feel like it fit right. Oh, that's too bad. No worries, Tani. We can go find music though online. Maybe I'll just take, so I have written other music. And let's go find my other music. We could go here. These are the music I've made. We could do, let's see. This is what we'll do. You're welcome, Zero Gauge. I'm hoping I can learn some stuff here. I've been trying to use Godot, but I can't make the ground solid and my sprite keeps falling through the ground. So overrun for a noob and frustrating because I'm a quick learner, but I can't seem to get a hand of the software. Any suggestions? Yeah, keep going with it. The biggest thing, in my opinion, for learning is to not be afraid to ask questions. Join our Discord. Ask questions. The easiest way to make it so the ground is solid. So let me show you. There's two. Let's do a quick demo here. I'll create a new Godot project, and I'll walk you through that process. Well, we're still waiting for Tani a little bit, so let me make a new Godot project, and I'll walk you through the process of making your very first, very simple ground with a collider. So you want to make sure it has a collider on it. Let me get my Godot open here, and we'll speed run this. We're gonna speed run it. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make a new. So I'm in here. Let's create a new Godot project. Let's new game project. Sure. Create and edit. Super easy. We're waiting for a little bit right now, so we have the time. This stream is totally about asking questions and getting people up. So the first thing I'm gonna do, let's go to the 2D scene. Let's add in a child node. It's gonna be my player character body 2D. It's gonna be my player. Let's attach a default script to it. All right, so this is like our template for moving around in the world. Let's add in a shape. Collision shape 2D. Go to my scene. I'm gonna make my player just be a simple rectangle 2D like this. So I have a rectangle 2D for our player. All right, give me a second. Tani, we'll make this our main here. Collision shape inside like that. Let's add in a shape. Can I just add in a shape? Can I just draw a simple square? I want to add in a static body. I want to add a picture to it though. Yeah, let's add a static body. Yep, so static body here. This is gonna be our ground. All right, static body. Add in a child collision shape 2D. Let's also make this a rectangle. This is gonna be our ground. I'm gonna reposition this real quick down here. Our collision shape, let's resize this whole shape. It's gonna be my ground here like that. Color rect, thank you. Color rect. Like this. I'm gonna can I copy? Can I control C this? Color, sure, white. Want it to sort of be inside of this other thing, but this would be our platform here. How do I change the data on this? Layout. We have our shape here like this, and let me add that to my player as well. Add child color rect. Let's make this one green or blue or something. Green, darker green. So it'll be my player. Where's the data to change the shape of this? There should be a way to change the shape like this, but I'm gonna rough it out. I'm gonna rough it out here just real quick. So here's our player like this. Now when I run my game, select current, we have a player that we can move around and jump with. Move around and jump. So that's sort of it from the very beginning. Just use the static button and run with the collision shape visible. Oh, that's the simplest thing to do, yeah. But I could add in a color shape here. We could also, in our debug, visible collision shapes like this. Now if I were to delete these, we'll be able to see them as well. Because you have a sprite, so you'd actually add the sprite to it. But check this out. Now we have our player. We can move around, we can jump. If I were to attach a sprite to these things, it would work. Zero gag, I think I might have gone super fast there. Do you have any questions about it, or do you think that was that helpful? So now that's all you have to do if you want to make a very, very simple platformer to start out. That super, I mean, you have to know the right things to do, but getting a basic platformer going, we have 4 nodes, 1 for our ground, 1 for our player, and 1 script, which is just our the default character body 2D script. Static body is just a collider that doesn't move at all. Character body is one that moves. Okay, I hope that was helpful, but that's sort of the speed run there. Cool. All right, Tawny, let's get you merged in. Let me come back over to this one here. Get status. Let's do a get reset here. Let's do a merge GHPR help. You're welcome, Zero Gag. Thank you so much for popping by. GHPR view 1. I guess I'll just do it from here. Default remote party. Hang on, we'll just go do it in the web browser. I don't know why it's not coming through. I keep closing this, so I want it to reopen. GitHub PR view. Oh, I'd have to check it out. That's okay. Learn you a Godot. Pull requests. Fixed merge conflicts. Here we go. We're gonna merge this in. I hope I didn't mess things up. We'll find out. We can always roll back. We can always roll it back. Do a git pull. Boom. Have Godot reload for us. Reload. Clear. Run it. Woo! That's so cool. I love that. Awesome. Tawny, thank you so much. Points. And Tawny, Infinitani, 1,000 points. Thank you for your contribution. All right, so right now it's set, so 90% chance that we get that. What we're gonna do though, we come over to our animation character controller, splat rarity. Let's make it 10%. 10% splat rarity on our animated character. The thought here is that our enemies use this same thing, but it's still checking for the animation. So it's okay. I was gonna say our enemies would do this as well if they had that death animation as well. All right, so now let's go die a bunch once. Should hopefully happen 1 in 10 times. Let's make our respawn faster. Hang on. Let's go into, there's one thing I want to do here in our living behavior. I'm going to create a variable export var. This is our timer time. I don't know. Timer delay. Lance, let's get another hat on this stack. Float equals 5 by default. Lance, thank you for the hats. And the bonus hat, 1 hat. 1 hat. Let's get another one. 2 hats. There we go. Thank you for the hat redeems. Lance, I hope you've been well, my friend. We're having a blast over here. It's not the respawn time, though. It's the amount of time before... We could call respawn. It isn't the respawn time. That's the thing. It's the amount of time before on timeout is called. It just happens to be a respawn for a player. Enemies, I suppose we're gonna make it so that enemies respawn too. Enemies, it's how long they take before we like clear them out of the scene. All right. Respawn delay, it's not related to respawn. It's tangentially related to respawn. It's fine. This will work fine. Respawn time for, it's not respawn time. I guess we'll go with respawn time. The player, it's a misnomer. This is misnamed because it doesn't actually respawn the enemies there. It's how much time to. All right. Ew. Something's gone. Why did it take so long? That was not 2 seconds. That was not 2 seconds. Did I do something wrong here? Respawn time. That felt like a really long time. Player living behavior 2. Point the hat to our Justin Helps. Welcome back to the stream. How have you been? Folks, if you guys want to watch another incredible streamer, be sure to go check out Justin Helps. Folks, oh, I'm almost out of time. We got to get out of here in just a moment. We're going to see if we get this working with the respawn here. Why is that time taking so long? There, yeah. Oh, I must have not changed it. I don't know. All right. See if we get that splat once. I hate that this, there's a little bit of a thing. I hate that. The collision on the enemy here needs to be different. Let's see if we can get this to work. So there should be a 10% chance to get the splat. 10% chance to get a splat animation. Come on, you can do it. Losing it with the chance splat, yeah. Let's see if we can do it. 5, 6. Tawny could have just put this in here to be like, if it's, I didn't read the code. 7. Everyone's still a 0.10. 8. Oh no. Tawny, as if it's set exactly to 0.9. It might have to go like a 0.9. 10. Well, we did have it set to, we know it's working, but now I want to get it 10% of the time. What if the delete says 32? That would be rude. So rude. I just want to make sure it works for a lower number. I'm surprised 0.1. Did I do something wrong here? Let's go into our animated sprite 2D. Or animated character controller. Splat. Is this 0.1%? Here, let's set it to 1. No problem. There we go. It works there. So the player will splat at the screen. 0.5. 0.25. Is it doing something? There we go. There we go. I really want it to be 10% though. All right. So it just felt like it was, you know, I did it an awful lot of times. But every time it's a 10%, so every time I do it, it's 10%. Okay. I'll post in Discord when I'm done. Do you only check the pull requests on stream? No, I'll probably check it off stream. If you want me to wait till I'm on stream, I'll do it. No worries, because I do have to get out of here. But let's do it to make a commit. Get status. Get add. I mean, to be fair, I only did it like 10 times. A Godot name or a name that you made, that is a name that Tawny made. So this is a script Tawny added to our game here. All right, we're gonna do get commit feature, add respawn time, and reduce splat chance. There we go. All right, folks, we gotta wrap up here. We're gonna find someone to raid out into. Feel free to make suggestions. Feel free to make the suggestions, folks. Always, always, always a pleasure to have you here. Give me a second. We're gonna find someone to raid into. Before we do that, I want to make sure we give a nice one more plug here to Cap Decoder's Learn You a Game Jam. We're out here, we're promoting Cap Decoder's Learn You a Game Jam. We're learning new things. Game Jam here. Okay. Captain Coder's Learning Game Jam. You have excellent posture. I'm standing. If I was sitting, you'd see me trolling it up. Standing desk really has helped adjust my posture quite a bit. Let's give one more shout out to Captain Coder's Learning Game Jam. Here, you're gonna learn so much. It's coming up 8 days, 23 hours, 45 minutes, 33 seconds away. Over $1,000 in prizes at this point. We got some excellent, amazing, incredible sponsors. But I'm gonna let this guy tell you all about it here. Hello and welcome to Captain Coder's Learn You a Game Jam. I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and me is a computer science educator. And Captain Coder wants you to learn something new about game dev, whether it's your first time programming, whether it's the first time doing pixel art, whether it's the first time making music, whether it's the first time working on a team. I want you to learn something new because in this community, we learn and code and grow together as a crew. In this game jam,
You in the back,
to make
pay
the best
attention.
game possible. The goal is to learn as much as possible, and I believe you can do it. And when you submit a game to this game jam, you are encouraged to also submit a devlog, blog, or vlog describing the resources you used, what you learned, and how others can utilize it. That said, just by submitting a devlog, vlog, or blog, you are entered to win $50. We're going to be doing
Seems
5
good.
drawings here.
Gotta
5
turn the
unique people
desktop
will win
audio back up.
$50 just by learning something new and sharing it with the community. Additionally, myself and 2 other guest judges will be reviewing all of the devlog, vlogs, or blogs to see which one we think is the most educational, and one beautiful person is going to win $250, and it could be you just for learning something. So join the Discord, check us out on Twitch, and we hope you have a wonderful time with this game jam. And just a little clarification, this video is a little bit old. There are 5 giveaways, 5 raffle drawings on this one, and there are also 5 prizes. You don't have to be beautiful. That's right. You don't have to be beautiful to win. There are 5, there's 10 prizes total. 10 prizes total. We have an educational writing, $250 to the person who has, I'm muted now, you can't hear me? What did I do? Can you hear me now? Oh, false alarm, sorry. You've got $250 to the most educational written blog. You got $250 to the most educational video or podcast. You have 3 runners up. We're gonna decide the 3 runners up to those will win $100 each, and then anyone else, the people who didn't win a prize just for submitting something, you're entered to win $50. We're going to do 5 drawings for that. So be sure to join. Be sure to be there. Don't be a square. Be there. All right, folks, we're going to raid out here. We're going to raid over to Kebab Scal. Do a little bit of promoting here. Kebab Scal is doing some stuff, incredible stuff in Godot. Incredible developer here. So we're going to raid out to Kebab Scal. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Have yourself a beautiful, let's get the raid started. Raid, Kebab Scal there. As always, keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. We'll be back tomorrow, folks. We will be back tomorrow, continuing to promote Captain Coder's Learn Your Game Jam. Be there or be a square. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.